life gives. We will take and make yellow flowers. Holy Mother says, take your burden down to my soil. Now we'll make yellow flowers for you.
Hello and welcome to today's Designer Inspiration. I'm Jenny Cleary and I'm joined today by my fellow Gloucestershirean, not Sammy, although she is next door, the wonderful Michelle. Everybody, Michelle! Woo! Hi! Hey! Oh, it's so lush to see you.
I know, it's good to be back.
What have you got for us today, my little tinkle toes?
Oh, we've got a bit of chainmail today, something a little bit different, and something a wee bit bridal.
Bridal, chainmail, you've done a special flower, you've got the most gorgeous gemstones. Plus, I need everybody at home to know, we love Michelle so much, you know how good she is, so you're definitely going to be zoned in for that, and we're all intrigued to know which dress Michelle went for on eBay, or other auction sites might be available, but I can't think of any. Now, we have got a wire deal coming up for you, and I need to tell you something really serious. I think Michelle might get a bit annoyed about this. So, oh, Sammy Wirebender Fletcher's next door, you better go and tell her. I am taking wire, 1mm wire today, to the lowest price tag I have ever taken 100 meters. Can I say how much I'm going under, or is it going to be a surprise? The 1mm, I know where the 1mm's going. I do. No, it ain't going there. You know it's not going there. I've just had Dion and me in the dressing room, and the 1mm wire is going so ridiculously low that you might actually throw up. That might happen. Now, my text message subject of today. Yeah, can you see the bag? It is happening, and the deal you're going to get is crazy. I'm going to give you the bag. Raw copper wire, oh, 3 lots of raw copper wire. I've got the blue wire, big bundle, Kumahima disc, big bundle going super low. We've got wire clearance for you today. Wire clearance for you today. Right, my text message subject of the day. We're all bringing in things from the garden. So I've got lots of plums. Now Tom's bought his green gauge plums in today. And I've got rhubarb, I've got all sorts of things. Now what we want to know is, apart from eating plums and making plum pudding, what can we do with our plums? 60777, what should we do with our plums? Start jam, I hear you scream. Did you text it, Martha? No, so it doesn't count. You're not allowed in the mobile phone in the phone. No. 60777 is the text message. Martha, you are not. Oh, she's going. Oh, like a chutney. And all right, Martha. Of course it's going to go with cheese. There is nothing in the whole world that doesn't go with cheese, especially Marmite, which is wonderful. I haven't tried licorice with cheese, and neither of you. Don't speak unless you speak from the tongue of experience. You can also text us for free on the w's.jewellerymaker.com. What should we do with our plums? We want recipes, please. Recipes. Now, I am going to give to you, what is it we're starting with? The Whammer Lammer. Good. Now, we didn't have this on Tuesday, and we needed it. We needed this Whammer Lammer. Now, this Whammer tool is fantastic because you've got a really big surface area. Now, the Whammer here is, it's nylon coated, isn't it? Well, let me just check it. I haven't got the tool in this. Someone's had my dapping head out of here. Have you got a dapping head on you, Babs?
I don't, darling, no.
Well, I need the dapping head off it. Oh, I can't have this during. Here's a photo. Here's a photo. Right, the dapping tool. Some little rascal has stolen it from my dapping tool, but basically what you do is you undo the large end and you screw on the little dapping tool. Now the dapper will give you that little indentation and it's nice and small, but the Whammer has a really large surface area on the head. It was designed by Linda James, and it's a 3-in-1 tool, and you know what, it is a jeweller's tool, so it's bought to us from the beadsmith. So it's dual ended and it has a fixed position on the one end, and it's specially created to use on wire. Silversmiths can also use it as well, so it can be used on sterling silver. Have you got a Whammer yet, my love? Michelle?
Not something I own, Jenny.
You haven't got yours yet?
No.
Where have you been? At work.
Probably at work.
Yeah. Now, Sammy's got her Whammer. She's next door. She's always getting her Whammer out. Now, so is... Hang on, I'm going to open this. So is Laura Binding, massive Whammer fan. So let me just talk you through this. Now, I'm very shocked that Michelle hasn't already got hers, because you're a wire worker, so I'd say this is a pretty essential thing.
Yes.
Have you seen it on air before?
Can't say I have. I've seen a really tiny one, which I always miss the really
with 5
tiny
different heads,
one.
yeah? No, this is different.
Oh.
And do you know why? Because look at the surface area of that head. And then look here, you've got the more cushioned end so that it won't tarnish your piece. That's for work hardening larger pieces. But then if you really want to get in, now what you would do is you unscrew the end and then you can put your little dapping tool on there as well. It's really, do you know what, I'm going to let you hold one. I might even give it you. Do you know what? I've got to say, out of all the hammers we do, it's the most comfortable to hold. It's very ergonomically designed and it's got a nice grip. You know, if you're ever, and I don't like using this term, but if you use the hammer a lot, sometimes you get a bit clammy in the hands. You don't with this, because the way it's designed, have a look, because it's got those indentations here. So if you do suffer a little bit with clammy or sweaty hands, you won't have that, because you can see that grip. It was launched in June. I'm going to give you this wonderful Whammer Lammer XPBDF1 for £18.95. We don't have a lot of stock of this. Get yourself on the phone lines. 0800 444 655 is the number to be calling, or the w's.jewellerymaker.com if you are shopping with us online. You can use your debit card, you can use your credit card, and you always get a 30-day money-back guarantee. But what if you've never shopped with us before? Well, it's not just the Whammer you're going to get. You're going to get a free tutorial DVD, a step-by-step book, and a JM Hub magazine for free with your order. Now, no other director can do this but Tom. I say to you, Tom, Wingardium Leviosa. That's what you get for free. We're so smooth. Yours won't float unless you're magic. I'm going to blow it away now. Harry Potter's got nothing on me. XPBD51, £18.95. You do need to check out your baskets. Let me see your names on my screen. I'm going to give this to you, Michelle. Does this look like it's going to sell out? Can't see anyone's names, Martha. That we've only got 5 left. Have a little look. Ooh. Have a little look. Martha, on my screen, Martha. Martha. Oh, Martha's having one of those girly. Oh, I can't do everything, can I? You're talking to me. £18.95 is, I've got loads and loads of you on my screen. It is lovely to see you all. Don't forget to send us a little text in. We've only got 5 left. Brenda, Darren, Lynn and Radu, you need to check out your baskets. Jacqueline, Helen, what are you going to do with your plums? That's our text message question. Also, if you've got any questions for Michelle. Joanne says you can also make plum. Yes, Joanne. Yes. I'm doing. The gin diet is not good, Martha. No. I'm going to do the rhubarb vodka with the green gauge. I think you should do the gin. Martha, we'll all choose one to do and then we'll all come into work on a non-working day and just have a sip and then go home again. XPBD51. Sissy says plum bundt cake. How do we make it? With cream sauce all over it. Cream sauce. We need the recipe. Sissy, send us. That sounds delicious. Are you going to get baking tonight, Tom, please? Fiona says, Whammer was on another channel. Yes, it was you, Fiona, that sent me the message. Another craft channel. She accidentally stopped there on the way here. With a steel block and a leather square for $49.99. But it is a quality piece. I mean, it should be that price tag, but it's not. How are you finding the Whammer?
It's got a very nice weight to it.
Ah, now listen, Michelle's making a good point about the Whammer.
Very nice weight to it. Very nice weight to it, and it also feels very balanced when if you're going to use it. It feels like it's very balanced.
You need it, don't you, Michelle?
You do. I do. Well. Did you have one to use, Jenny? Because it's gone. Sorry.
I don't know where it's gone, love. It's gone. I've never seen it. I don't know what you're talking about. No. What Whammer?
Never heard of it.
Have you got an anvil?
I missed out on the last auction of the anvil.
Oh, come on! Do you know, I gave Sammy one of these. I don't know if you saw it. She went, I didn't know we had those.
I did.
No, it wasn't Sammy, it was Laura Binding. She was like, where did that come from? I was like, we've had it. And Laura Binding, if you're watching, I need you to text us in and tell me why you love it, because she's been using this. I said, you can have this if you come back and tell me what's good about it or what's not good about it. Just give me your review on it. So Laura Binding, if you're watching now, give us a tinkle, my darling. Now, this is a wonderful bit of kit. First of all, this is based on a design that blacksmiths use. So actually, and of course we know that blacksmiths have been around for absolutely donkey's years. Now farriers have a much larger version of this in the back of their work vans, and that's how they make horseshoes and things. And if you go and visit a museum and it shows you blacksmithery, don't know. Blacksmithery, that's what it is. Smithery, that didn't sound right, did it? Then you'll see big items like this. So scaled down, this is wonderful for you at home to make jewellery with. So smaller pieces, not big horseshoes and big ironwork pieces, but in fact, lovely delicate pieces of jewellery. Now, if you have a look around this, you'll see how useful it is already on first sight. You've got your comb there. Now, Laura Binding was using this on Tuesday to make rings and hammer around and move and hammer, move. And let me show you. You can put, so say you wanted to keep that shape, just, you know, you can do that. That was a little bit of sound effects. Then you've got the flat top there to hammer directly onto. You've got a hole there if you want to anchor something in, and then you have got the pyramid there. So you can use that if you want to make really defined angles. Then have a look at this. If you're a bracelet maker, then you'll have a look at this, because around both sides you've got this wonderful curvy indentation. So if you're doing a bangle, you can imagine all the way around, you can get hammering on it, you can do whatever you want. Now also this domed area here to create a dome. So perhaps if you've got something like one of the big blanks and you're stamping onto it, but you would like it to have some texture, some movement, some shape, you can use it. When I saw Debbie Kershaw, in fact, using it just for that, just to give it some, and she's on tonight's Late Show, that lovely lady, to give it a little bit of curve. So if you're working with anything at the moment, and it could be leather, it could be thick wire, it could be your half round, half square wire, you know what, you need an Anvil. It's such a professional tool, and Michelle, I'd say this is something that you in fact do completely and utterly need. Yes. Now, it's very heavy, which means it's going to stay in place. You can put it on top of your rubber block if you want to, but it is a really good piece of kit. It's very well made, solid stainless steel, and it will come with that lovely coating on it to prevent any rusting on there as well. So if you want a professional tool, now you do see things like this in professional silversmiths, but you will see this in a blacksmith or a farrier as well. These are in this, obviously, in a larger scale. Now the design actually dates back for hundreds of years on these Anvils. As I said, you know, blacksmithery is a very old trade. Of course it is. You know, armour, horseshoes and weapons were made by blacksmiths, as we know. So this, and an Anvil has been around since then. It's a really important thing for you to have, I think, if you want that perfect professional finish. Totally different to your steel block, because you can actually work around it. You can use this for angling. You can use this for coning. It makes you feel professional. It makes you feel like a jeweller, doesn't it? And I think you're going to get those professional results. Your mini Anvil. Yeah, Laura Binding took it, didn't she? Yes, because I said, you know what, Laura, take this and I want you to give me a review on it. OQG X89, £8.95. It's a really heavy bit of kit. Michelle's looking with envious eyes there. Loads of you have got this. Lady Sheila from the city of Bristol. Good grief. Kay of Gloucestershire, Khan in Devon. George, you've got yours. Never met a George I didn't like. James, you've got yours. Lorna, you've got yours. Maureen, Shona, Barbara, Sandra, Melanie, Veronica, Renee, Laura, John, Jody. Absolutely loads of you there. Why would this benefit you? Oh, actually, do you know what? And Sam is in there. Sam has got this. We might have to bring her in. Tell me everything, Michelle.
Oh, well, I'm trying to get hold of her because I want her to get it for me.
She's going. She's not paying you any attention whatsoever. Get Sammy. It looks like these might sell out. Michelle's trying to make Sammy order this.
Get me that.
She wants that. £8.95, 0800. That's what they've...
Yeah, can you get me that?
It's too late. They've sold out, I think. Have they sold out? Oh, we've only got a few. 5. Yeah, have a look at it. I'm really gonna, there you go, because Michelle works Monday to Friday 9 to 5, so she often misses out on things like this. Now, let me give to you that was me doing a little finding hum. Do you ever do that? I'm trying to find something. Where have I put my sunglasses? There they are on my head. It's the same thing. Now, we are challenging Michelle today.
Yes.
Oh, she's all right with that. She's all right. How are them boys? All right? Them sons of yours?
They're absolutely fine.
Driving you mad yet or not yet?
Oh, they drive me mad every day.
Oh, good.
They've been with Daddy all week.
Oh, you had a week off?
Well, I haven't. Husband's had a week off to look after the kids.
Oh, lovely.
So they've been with Daddy all week.
Oh, good. Have they all had dinner for you, waiting for when you get home?
Yes, they have actually.
Good on him.
Yeah.
Good on him.
Washington.
Well done, Mr. Michelle. Now, let's have a look. I'm giving you this fluorite with the insight that you might make some rings. I don't know. I do like a teardrop, and you are very good at it. Maybe you're going to make a pendant drop. Oh, actually, I'm particularly in need of little delicate necklaces.
Oh, are you?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
It just so happens to, you get 2 of these and they're wonderful fluorite. Have you ever seen fluorite under UV light?
The one that, the colour change one, or just...
It glows.
Yeah.
Have you put it under it?
I have. It's beautiful.
Isn't it amazing? Oh, I love it. I love it. It's so much fun to see this actually glowing.
Yeah.
Glowing. And if you go into I mean, it's an excuse to go to a cocktail bar. I must go to this cocktail bar, darling, because I want to see my fluorite glowing. I mean, it just makes perfect sense. Now have a look at these colours. You've got that wonderful sort of aqua, oceany blue mixed with the purple, and you get the striping there as well. So I love that you're getting almost real hints, real shadows of purple in that colour there. Really appealing. And what about that colour? Isn't it almost like sky blue topaz? It's just beautiful. You love the purple in that? Yeah, so do you know what? You are going to get your favourite pieces in strands. And don't forget, they are Mother Nature's gift to us, so they are totally and utterly natural, and every single one has its own identity, just like us human beings. You get, on average, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 on that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 on that. So 11 to the strand. These could be, which means you're getting about 22 gemstones. Could be earrings, could be individual pendants. Absolutely perfect for prong setting rings as well. They are absolutely stunning colour, and I think you've got so much opportunity within your designs. I'm going to give you a double trouble deal, all yours, for just £9.95. YVGC23 is your item code, $9.95, 40 carats. And this really is a phenomenal, phenomenal price tag. YVGC23 is your item code. Oh, we're going to give these to, are we going over to give these to Michelle? All right then, come on. Let's go on over and see what Michelle, it's like the day show. It's like the day show. I'm coming all the way over and I'm going to give, oh, you've got tattoos, I like that.
Yeah,
now,
I tried to hide them.
No, get them out. I'm going to give you these gorgeous gemstones. Can you give anyone who hasn't used a gemstone like this a little bit of inspiration?
They make lovely, as you said, just long dangle earrings, just a few sitting off the end, very much a lariat, or what I have planned with it is for almost a channel set style.
In a what? In a pendant?
Wire. Or you could essentially, you could make it a whole necklace.
Yes, that would be lovely, actually, yes. I'd like that idea. You have my full seal of approval.
Oh, thank you. And I'd probably keep it in its graduated length as well.
Yeah, I think it's nice like that. And because it comes readily graduated for you, you don't have to do the guesswork, do you? So it's all perfectly blue for you. Yes. Actually go very nicely with your
very
dress
well
today
my dress
as well.
today.
Did you pick it?
I did.
All for Michelle. The challenge strands, $9.95. Thank you very much, Michelle. Now I'm going to leave those with you. I'm going to go back on over and I'm going to give to everybody there the bag deal.
Thank you.
Are you ready? Let's start the clock of challenge, which is an invisible clock because it's never been actually invented. Thank you, Michelle. Let's go. We need that clock. You want to do the bag? Now, have you got this bag yet?
I ordered it and I picked it up today.
Yahoo! Yay! Why do you want this bag? What is it for you, Michelle, that makes this quite an exciting thing to have in your stash?
Well, I take my joy everywhere I go, whether I be with the kids at local garden centre or whether I'm at work at my lunch hour. It's a really useful item to have. But also when I'm coming here, I use a well-known brand of chocolate tub to bring my jewellery pieces in. Yeah. And I'm always frightened it's going to get squashed. So the lovely thing about that is I can put it all in separate pouches and I haven't got to worry about it. So
it's not going to get squashed, it's all good, and I'll teach you, I'll tell you exactly why. I'm quite intrigued to think about that. What chocolate tub? Oh, the ones you have at Christmas. She means the big tin. Yeah. Right, have a look. So you've got this compartment here, which is great, really, if you've got a tablet or a, one of those thingy, an Android-y, tablet-y thing. That can go in there. then the true magic of this bag actually is when you open it up. Now I think that this isn't just actually for jewellery making. Oh, no. I think this is for crafting in general, and I also think it's for other hobbies outside of things like that. Maybe it's for putting your earrings in. You know, actually, I'll be honest with you, I think if you love animals and you've got pets, these are great to keep for them as well. Now.
I wouldn't be able to fit any of my cats in that bag, Jenny.
None of your cats?
None of my cats would fit in that bag.
Not for your actual cats. But I'm thinking, don't put cats in bags. That's just a saying. That's just a saying. No one actually does that. Now, we're watching National Lampoons on Friday. We're all as families because we're going on a not a Christmas vacation. We're all going on a holiday where we drive, and my other half is literally, he is Clark he's Sparky. That's why we all call him Sparky. That is my other half. Everyone's having a good time, aren't they? We're like, yeah! Now, anyway. We have got in here, and these come out. Now, the reason I say these are great for pets is because I actually have got these down the yard. Now, for me, we keep our stud kit for the horses in it. So when we go cross country and we have to put studs in them, like football studs, but for horses, I put them all in there because you have to have special spanners, special cleaning stuff, special little plugs for them. And they're so useful. So for anything like that, you're thinking the gardening. What about the gardening? Seeds could go in here. Look at these pockets here. You can put all different seeds, but also great if your kids are loom banding. All the different colours, and believe me, my son has one of these, all the different colours. But think about it if you're macrameing, all your different colours of threads, and then your ends, and then it's so useful. Already a big part of the stock has gone, but that's not all you're getting. And then have a look, because you've got the base here as well. So you've got the pockets in the base, and you've got one large pocket here too. It's waterproof on the inside as well, which helps. So this could also be for putting lots of snacks and lunchy bits into. Maybe you're a new mum, and we know that little bits of snacky things and stuff like that. Yeah, I'm obsessed with pots because I buy everything big rather than buying loads and loads of little things every time I go out. I like to take the lunch out for kids, because otherwise it ends up costing you loads. I mean, it's just so useful. Then you zip it all up. So zip it all up, and you've got, don't forget, two pockets, one this side and one this side, okay? Big pockets. It's got a handle on the top, so you can carry it almost like a briefcase, but it's also got like a handbag handle as well. It looks pretty, and that means a lot, girls, doesn't it? It looks pretty. That's not all you get. That is not all you get. You also get, we've only got what? 10 left, quick. You get raw copper. 3 lots of the raw copper. What gauges are the raw copper in? One's really gaugy. Oh, it's okay. You've got 0.8, 0.6, 2 lots of 0.8 and 1 lot of No, it's written wrong. 0.8, 0.6 and 1 mil. Then, I am written wrong. I was written wrong from the start. Look at this quartz. I love this quartz. Amethyst, agate, sorry. Look at this agate. This is the potpourri strand of agate. I love it. Look at those colours. 6 mil rounds, you've got 80 carats. Is this ametrine? Yeah, well, look at it, look at it, look at it. They're a bit ametrine-y, if you don't mind me saying. And then you've got, they're gorgeous. Look at that labradoodle deity. That's not it. You also get 0.8 wire in blue. You get 10 meters of it. You wait to see the value of this. Ridiculous. And then your Akuma Matatas. 2 Kumihimo discs, $24.95 for all of this. The value is ridiculous. You have to check out your baskets because this one is about to sell out. I've got absolutely loads of you. Andrea's got 2, Nina's got 2. Everyone's going bananas for this deal. You need to check out, if your name is Sylvia and you live in Cambridgeshire, Linda of Gloucestershire, Sarah of Lincolnshire, Asua of London, Ivana of Dorset, Sharon, Vanessa, Andrea, Sarah, Lou of Windsor. That is, Dion put this bundle together. I think this is Dion-tastic, isn't it? It's Dion the deal. £24.95. How many have we got left? 4 remain. 3 Lorraine. No, remain. Quick! Oh, I've gone mad. How many of those do we have? Not enough. Is the answer to that. Is that all we had? Oh. I'm all a tither now. Are you all a tither now?
I am. It's almost exciting for a minute.
I got... Oh, it's like a horse race that was, wasn't it? Now, should we, hello. Let's start our designer inspiration. And don't forget our question for the day. Right, we've got certain things in the garden at the moment. Now, Tom's brought in his green gauge. He's brought a big bag of plums in today, and we're all sort of thinking, apart from eating them, what are we going to do with these? I've got rhubarb, I've got plums of lots of different varieties, I've got pears. I don't think my apples are ready yet. I've also got walnuts, loads of walnuts, and I'm pickling eggs. I've got cooking apples. Do you want some? Yeah, bring them in. I've got everything pretty much, and even gooseberries, which people from here call something else. I call them gooseberries. What do you call them? Gooseberry. Gooseberry. I can't remember. Anyway, we want to know if you've got a good recipe for sort of harvesting. We're harvesting now. It's harvest time. It's not Harvest Festival yet because we're still harvesting, we're burrowing, we're squirreling. Okay, it's squirreling time. Time to fill up the pantry. Now. Are you filling up your pantry? I am at the moment. Now, have a look. Do you call it a larder or a pantry? I call it a larder actually, I don't know why I called it a pantry. That's why I've got a larder then. Oh, are you sure that's right? No, because they call cake shops pantries. Okay, we've got a quibble. Martha's saying you can't walk into a pantry, but you can walk into a larder. I don't know if I've got a pantry or a larder. I can walk into it. It's got walls with shelves, and I can put loads of stuff into it. Is it a larder?
By the sounds of it, I'd say larder over pantry.
Okay. What would you call a pantry? I thought that's like a scullery area.
It's just a really small
kitchen-y
cupboard area that,
is it?
You know, sort of like an alcove that you've built in and made it a pantry. That's what I imagine it. Well, that's what was like in one of the old homes that I used to live in with my parents.
Martha says she's got the answer. Yes, darling. A long time ago, when meats were stored in vats of lard.
Ooh.
Because it was a cooler room, so it was a larder, and that's why it's called the larder, because things were in lard. Otherwise it was pantry. So it doesn't actually make a difference. No. I don't put things in lard, but it is really cool in there, like a fridge in there actually. Anyway, now we've got that cleared up, we can all continue with our days, can't we? we can go about our business now. Come and have a look. Aren't they gorgeous? Yes, they are. Look at that. Michelle choosing some... Did you choose these, or were they given to you as a gift by Pip?
Pip put the kit together, and he did a very good job.
That's why you bought Pip cake in?
Yeah.
You're responsible for breaking my diet.
Yeah, sorry.
No, it's all your fault. You should not have rammed them down me. All 6 of them. Now, have a look, because these are concave faceted both sides. Now that adds so much depth to your piece, and it makes, I actually think you're drawn, your eyes are drawn, you're looking straight, they're like a vortex, they're drawing you in, aren't they? You're going into hyperdrive when you are looking into these incredible gemstones. I think they are absolutely wonderful. Look at that. Isn't it gorgeous? And I love the insides of these, all little flashes of light. Aren't they fabulous? Of course, that's not what they are, like kaleidoscopes, aren't they? It is the hyperdrive on Star Wars. I think I might put that into your head. Yes. I just said it's like going into hyperdrive. We're going into the... Yeah. I took you. You were in the cockpit of the Millennium Falcon in your mind, weren't you? Oh, Han Solo. The sexiest man on earth, Han Solo?
Oh, no, I think I have to pay Robert Downey Jr. for me, I'm afraid.
Over Han Solo?
Yeah. And the old Iron Man. Like a man in a suit.
He's very short. I do like a short man. I don't... No, not really. I was just trying to be nice. Do you? She went, not really, but I don't want to offend anyone. I mean, I do like short people. I am short myself.
Not that short.
Oh.
Oh, okay,
yes.
maybe.
Yes, I am short. You're not short. Yes, I am. Harrison Ford. No.
No, see, he's got past it, I'm afraid. I can't see him in the new Star Wars.
Be in the past in your mind, always. And think about if you were in trouble and you were in the middle of somewhere where there were archaeologists, and out came from nowhere Indiana Jones with his whip and his hat.
Sean Connery for me then.
Okay, text us in. Text us in. Robert Downey Jr. or Harrison Ford?
No. No, no, no.
We need to know now. I love that Martha's also scared of Dion now. Have a look at this. Have a look at this. You've got garnet. Now, one of my favourite combinations, garnet. So wintry together. I love green onyx so much. One of my all-time favourites. I love that. You wait to see how rich. You've made a real goddess piece of jewellery out of this.
I thought they deserved to be made in a statement piece rather than used as individuals.
So you're really going to town with the colour here. And it's the result actually, and you'll see in a minute, is an Egyptian combination. Very striking, very powerful, very Cleopatra. Now, you're getting the most amazing smoky quartz. Very angular, this smoky quartz. Did you see that? Where the facets are so defined.
I did, they twinkled, which is probably why I used them as the main feature on the pendant that I've made, because they just seem to catch light ever so well.
They're so beautiful. Now I'm also going to give to everybody at home, and you obviously got this as well, Michelle.
Yeah.
0.4 wire. You're getting 10 metres of that. Don't forget, we've got a wire deal coming on later. 0.25, 15 metres of that, because we love you. And then you're getting 1 mil wire, 10 metres of that. So 30 metres of wire in gold, e-coated, sterling silver, then the gold, then the e-coating, which makes your piece is hypoallergenic, and it will also add a protective coating. Now the protective coating is so strong that even if you try to verdigris these, it will not take it. It will not allow liver of sulfur to tarnish it, so you would have to prime it. And that does stand in good stead in terms of how wonderful that e-coating is. If only I could e-coat myself. MLGC09. Michelle Naylor's Decadent Drops. Altogether, if you were shopping for Michelle's Decadent Drops on the website, you would be paying £47.15 as individual items. If you went on our website now and you took these as individual items, put them in a basket, there's your total at the end. However, we're going to give you a bit of a trade deal because we love you. MLG C09, are you ready to get the most phenomenal value for money? A £20 saving at 20. Don't forget, you've got the amazing concave faceted, beautiful clear quartz pairs. They're huge at 23 by 17 at the largest and 17 by 12 at the smallest. At £27.15, you've got an utterly beautiful kit. Are you ready? Did you like my ring, by the way? Michelle made it for me. I'm very excited and a little bit squealy. Let's go. I'm going to run, Leah. Can you catch up with me? Oh, rats.
I think she beat you.
She did. I think you might have beaten. Should we always race like that, Leah? Yeah. Let's always do that. This is amazing. Amazing. I might actually want to put this on a white bust, actually, to show you the colours. What do you think? You agree? Okay. Thank you, Michelle. My little treacle toe. Amazing. Amazing. This is, I mean, this is the sort of piece you'd want at least £150 for, Michelle, isn't it? Yes. It's structured. It's amazing. Amazing. These are the smoky quartz. Look how neat Michelle is. Get really close. Look how neat she is. Wonderful. That's beautiful. The prongs, setting everything about it. Everything about this is wonderful. Now have a look. Let me just pop that there. Look at the elements of this piece of jewellery. Every bit. So you've got this wonderful almost hinge. And then you've got the S clasps here. And then look at how the shoulder, the neck part starts to open out and reveal the gemstones, and then it gathers back in. Then the use of the S-clasps is something I've never seen before. And then have a look at these wonderful, wonderful green onyx and the way that Michelle has displayed them, so you can really get the light through them. Now that is a really clever way of displaying gemstones, because you get that play of light. Your skin isn't just, now I'm going to turn this around because it doesn't stop there. You almost want to make sure your hair is up when you're wearing this. Now when I turn this around, you're just, it's breathtaking. Are you ready? Look at this. So neat. What kind of chainmail is this?
That's known as the full Persian.
The full Persian. It does sound like a waxing technique.
Ooh.
Have a look. I'll go for the full Persian. Oh no, Persian cats are really hairy, aren't they? I wouldn't want to go for that, actually. I'll go for a full Persian. Now, have a look at these. Just amazing. Now this flower's called something.
The reverse Teo flower, T-A-O, Teo?
Teo
Teo flower.
Teo flower. I like that. It's nice. I like that sound of that. Michelle, you've outdone yourself.
Thank you, darling.
This is so stunning. Is it something that just came out of your mind, or do you sit and do you draw and design?
No, I found a different style prong system which I hadn't used before, which is a free tutorial that is accessible on the website, on the internet, sorry. But it was made in a slightly different manner. So I remade it, if you like, because the bottom of that pendant is prong set either side. So the back of that pendant, so it's reversible if you wanted to make it reversible.
And do you know what that adds then? It adds that wonderful display of the gemstone, and it allows the gemstone then, Michelle, to float in that way that it is doing in the centre, because it doesn't need anything. Now if you hadn't a prong set it the other way, you'd have had to have put something behind it to keep it, and that would stop the light from flowing the way that we want it to when you've got, we just turn it over, when you've got such a stunning gemstone, you've got to make use of it, haven't you? And what a way of making use of it. Just fantastic. MLGC09 is your item code. Lots of you with this in your baskets. You do need to check out your baskets. MLGC09. Now, did you use everything that you had?
I used everything in the kit.
Used everything up?
Yes.
Well done.
Well, I had some few gemstones left, but I used all of the 1 mil wire because I handmade all the jump rings.
You handmade these jump rings?
On the machine, and made the jump rings myself.
Have we got the jump ring maker that Michelle's got? I think we have. Yes, we have. We'll come in. Right, okay, so Michelle, where are we going first with our design?
I'm gonna show you how to do, because I always do wire, so I thought it'd be quite nice for you to see something a little bit different from me, so I thought we'd opt for chainmail. The Teo flower I taught myself 2 or 3 nights ago, I think it was. 2 or 3
nights ago?
Yeah, and I thought I really liked the design. How can I make that fit what I wanted? So for the purpose today, I made some bigger size jump rings so I could show you how to make them, and I can show you a bit of the full Persian as well, which is what connects the flowers together.
Fabulous. I'm very excited by this. Are you ready? It's been a long time since we've done chainmail, and we've got some tools to help us along the way. I've got a jump ring maker. Do I need that? There's something missing out of this jump ring maker. Again, this is the second time I've had something with, it's not complete.
So this one's mine.
Yeah.
It comes, the jump ring maker, you have 2 sizes.
I've got the larger jump ring maker, is that better?
And then you come with other sizes. So you've got 4, 5, 6 and 8, or 4, 5, 6 and 8 I think it is.
Okay, so this is a smaller jump ring maker that you've got there,
yeah,
not the large one that I've got here. So let me show you, can I use your rods?
Yeah.
Hang on, we've got a picture, and then I'm sorry about this. Sorry, jewellery makers, it's Amelia, she's gone on the rob again. Now, you've got to watch her, you've got to watch her. Now, 4, 6, 7 and 8 mil, I've got that one. You're doing the larger one then? Is it both together?
Yeah.
Oh, we're doing a double deal for you.
I had words with Dion.
You're going to have words with
I
Dion?
had words with her when she told me about it.
Why?
Because I had to buy the 4, 5 and 6 one on its own.
Yeah.
Whereas I could have done with the bigger ones as well. So I had words with her. I said, should we put them on today?
She is lush though.
She is.
We're going to give them to you for a ridiculously low price. They're normally $7.95 each. You're going to get both for $11.95 today. $11.95 for both. So how do I use this, Michelle? Because you're going to start using yours.
Yes, so I'll just show you how to make some jump rings for now, because I have made a load ready. But you have your 1mm wire.
Okay, I've never seen this in action before. Do you know that?
Well, this is the way I use it. It might be wrong. But
well, no, it's not. It's not wrong, because you know what? It's made the best jump rings. So let's see how you do it. I'm going to do it how you do it.
You have in the piece of plastic at the bottom a small pinhole there, and you simply thread the wire through the hole so it comes out the other side.
Yeah.
So it's an anchor point really.
Yeah.
And then I just push that up there so it keeps it out the way.
Yeah.
And then with your hand, if you then basically bring it round the wire, round the rod, and wrap it round. And obviously once you get a momentum, then holding the wire in your left hand and the jump ring, this is for your
put your
thumb,
finger through there.
and then simply roll them round together.
And this gets them as neat as they can get?
Yeah.
Because yours are ridiculously neat.
Yeah.
And you've got all these different rod sizes, and you're working directly off the reel here.
Yeah, leave it on the reel, yeah.
Is this easier in a way than using a gizmo coiler?
You wouldn't get the sizes of a gizmo coiler unless you had the Dulux, which gives you the bigger gauges. But for this, it was perfect, and I managed to, well, I did all of them. Everything that is on the back of the necklace and the bracelet.
I'm going to do exactly what you've done. I'm going to use this. If this is the one for the job, this is the one for the job. And you've got all the different sizes. So to run you through, you get a 4mm jump ring, a 6mm jump ring, a 7mm, an 8mm, a 10mm, a 12, and a 14 and a 16, all for $11.95. We are very, very busy on the phone lines for this. $11.95. How much has gone already? Loads of them. 80% of the stock has now been allocated, so only 20% of the stock remains. Sissy, you've got yours. Asua, Fiona, and 5 Eleanor, Deborah, Christine. You do need to check out baskets. Bonnie, Christine, and Celia. Tracy, Kerry, Deborah, John, Dawn, you've got yours. Jenny's got 2. Kerry in Belfast, you've got yours. Renee in Tyne and Ware. Helen in West Midlands, Elaine in Lancashire, Norma. Literally, absolutely loads of you have come in for this. Dawny, you've got yours. Sharon in County Down. Brenda in County Kerry, you've got yours. Loads of you. I have got Anonymous in Holland. Hello to you. Vivienne, you do need to check out your baskets, otherwise you are going to miss out. The wonderful jump ring maker. Remember, you're getting all the different sizes from 4mm till 6 to 16mm. Now, do you want to do that now, the wire? You want to do it right now? We're going to give you a copper wire deal. This is the 1mm. Whisper in my ear what you think Dion was going to give this for. Yes. That's what I was telling you about earlier. Did you just hear that in my ear?
No. Oh, that would look lovely with that.
Oh! Do you believe that price tag? Do you know how much it normally is, don't you? $24.90, $27.95, isn't it? I've never taken it. I'm sure I haven't.
I've
as
never seen it
low on
price.
air as the price tag I'm about to do it.
Never.
I feel a bit tummy-ish. We are taking this wire. Ridiculous. I'm working for you, jewellery makers. Now, Martha's uncomfortable with Dion's pricing. I'm going to out you, Martha. Martha's the scaredy pants. And the funny thing is, Martha's the boss of Dion. Dion is like Scrappy-Doo to Scooby. It's not $27.95. The price I'm about to give you is ridiculous on a sticulous. Martha's trying not to give it to you because she's scared. Just do it, Martha. Naylor, just do it. Hold onto your tummy and jump.
Close your eyes and press the button.
No! It will let you do it. No!
She's just got to shut her eyes.
She's wimped out. $12.95 is your price tag. VFJ M59. Get yourself on the phone lines 0800 644 655. Now it's 1 mil and it's copper. $12.95. Susan Jeanette, don't forget $27.95. We are having a wire clearance today because we got so much wire in stock at the moment. It needs to go. It needs to go. VFJ M59, 100 meters copper at 1 mil for £12.95. Let's have a look at what you can do with wire. Gorgeous copper wire. That's Gemma Crowe did that, I think, didn't she? Yeah, big chunky piece. I love that. That's 1 mil wire. It's great for making jump rings.
It's ideal for making jump rings with. It's also nice for like the locket style pendant I did a couple of shows ago. That was 1 mil wire.
Yes.
Very useful for that as well.
Perfect for that.
Holds strong.
Perfect. It's e-coated as well, Michelle.
Ideal.
Talk to us about the difference between our wire and the other wire you might have bought out there.
It's a lot softer. It seems to have a lot more flexibility.
A lot of people say that.
A lot easier to use. It's a lot more user friendly.
How so? How so? If I've never used it before, what makes this more user friendly?
Some of the wires I've bought previously, they've been, when you buy sort of sterling silver, you can get hard, half hard, soft. And it's very much a similar principle, I believe, in wire. You can get harder wires against softer wires. And when I started making JewelleryMaker, I was using probably a lot more harder wires from a different source. And then I started to use a JewelleryMaker wire. It's just so more user friendly, more malleable, and that basically was what kept me going. Because if I'd have carried on using the stiffer wire, I would have probably given up.
Because your hands are achy, and you just think, oh, I can't do it, I can't get it in that shape.
Yeah.
This is easy to shape.
It is.
And the e-coating, talk to me about that. Have you ever had a problem with our wire with tarnishing?
Never.
Everybody says that. Never. Yeah, you know, we're using other people's wires, we're seeing tarnishing, it's coming off on our hands, and this won't tarnish skin because it's e-coated. There's not a lot of wires that you can buy that are e-coated out there on the market, are there?
I don't think there's any. I don't think I've ever seen that was e-coated, to be honest, even off the well-known auction site.
So this is great because it's got that e-coating, which means it's hypoallergenic, which means it's protecting the colour. $12.95. Look at that heart. Have a look at this heart. Gorgeous. VFJ M59, 100 meters of copper wire at 1 mil, £12.95. 0800 644 655. Now, we're gonna keep this on screen for you, and we're gonna get to the demo. Right, let's get on to it, Michelle, my love.
Okay, so once you've made your coils, you simply pull them off the rod, and then you cut them using your flush cutter pliers, my JM.
Which we have not got in stock.
Oh, you need them. You definitely need them. And using the flat section, where the wire ends, simply snip along, and there you will have one jump ring.
So it's that easy. Now use the flush side of your cutters. This is important, isn't it?
Yes.
If I haven't got the flush cutters, could I do this with the regular ones, or is there going to be a compromise?
It will be a bit of a compromise, because obviously if you use the other snips, you get a pointed edge either side of the wire, whereas obviously with the flush cutters you don't get that so much, because they make a nice flush cut, as you can probably see from there.
Like, it was literally as straight as anything, so you can really put these back up together. Like now, over 100 of the wire deal at $12.95. Sorry, 200 have been allocated at $12.95. You're going to have to be very, very, very quick. 200 allocated to £12.95.
So, and to make, so you've, I would just wheel off a load of jump rings.
Do you know how many you used, or did you just do?
The Teo flowers, or these reversible Teo flowers, use 15, I think.
Is that all?
15, yes.
Oh, I'm surprised by that, actually. Okay, so it's only going to take 45 to make 3 Teo flowers.
Yes.
So that's wonderful. I thought we would be talking a couple of hundred.
No. Only, I'm sure it's about 15. Well, we'll see in a minute, because we're going to make 2. I'm going to take it nice and steady as well.
Okay, fantastic.
So you will need to use a bigger size jump ring.
Okay, so look for everybody's just bought their jump rings, and if you didn't get it, I'll give you the code at the bottom of your screen for your jump ring maker. They were 2 for £11.95. Oh, they may have sold out actually. Bearing with. Oh, I'm so sorry, those ones sold out. But otherwise, you could use perhaps a knitting needle or something.
You could use a knitting needle. Although if you've got the baler pliers, you could use the large baler pliers.
Those haven't been in stock in ages. I'm going to find out when are they coming back in, the baling pliers.
Use the large one. You won't see that very well.
Baling pliers.
So, what we do is we work with one central ring, and I've made nice big, probably bigger ones that are on the bracelet, so you could all see what I'm actually doing, because sometimes if you've got chainmail it can be a bit difficult to see. So we have I think Debbie has her jumper rings pre-opened. I sort of open them as I go along because I have 2 pairs of pliers and work with them as I go.
Yeah,
so
now that's important actually, isn't it? Having 2 chain nose pliers is important. So it could be that you've got normal chain nose pliers, or you just bought the new long ones. You don't have to go out and just buy an extra pair, because you can open and close them actually with the round nose pliers. But if you've got 2 chain nose pliers, you can do that. We've got some tools coming up for you later if not, so don't panic. Okay, sorry Michelle.
It's all right. So we take an open jump ring. There is a few here that are already open. There we go. Oh, some that's closed. So we simply take our open jump ring and place 2 on, like so, and close this jump ring. And when you close them, you'll hear them snap, which sort of gives you an indication that they are shut. And I've gone and closed that, and I need it open because I'm a bit silly.
You need it open because you're going to get some more on there.
Well, no, what we're going to do to start to make this, so apologies, you don't close them, you have 2 on and with the open one, and then what you do with the back jump ring.
How do I know what's the back?
Right, so if you're looking at the jump rings, you've got one on your left and one on your right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the one on your right, you're going to lift up from the bottom. Excuse fingers, it might be easier to do it that way. Lift it up from the bottom.
Yeah.
Okay. And the one you've got open, slide it underneath.
Oh, and it'll balance there.
So it balances, and then you can close that. So that's that section finished.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see that so that we can sort of puzzle it in our mind. Yeah. Okay.
So you have what we would call a base ring, which is this one here.
Okay, I might have to just take this out of the way so that we can get the angle from Leah. There we are. Whoops-a-daisy.
So this is the one that we will attach all our jump rings to. So we're going to do exactly the same. So we're going to take, I've got another open one there, yeah. So you've got one open one.
Do you want me to open you some?
Can do if you like.
I could do that for you.
So with your base ring, you place your open jump ring on, and then with this jump ring, you place it on over the open one. Always remember, when you're making the Teo flower, you need to work to the, well, I'm working to the right because I'm right-handed. If you work to the left, you'll always work to the left. I'll show you what happens if you don't do it the right way.
Well, don't mix it up. Don't go one way and then the other.
Well, you won't get the flower if you do it the other way. So if I put the jump ring on this way, okay, and I go to bring the jump ring through that one in the middle, it doesn't quite work. Can you see it doesn't?
It doesn't add up, does it?
Okay, so you must remember that if you're working to the right, the jump ring always has to go to the right of the work. If you're working to your left, then you'll put the jump ring on the left of your work, because then it will bring it out in the right manner. So
Makes
if I show
sense,
you, so let's pop your jump ring on first. You could do it that way, and then thread the jump ring through your base one here, and with exactly the same manner, let's take another pair of those. Lift up.
Stolen.
That's all right. Lift up the one I'm working with on the right.
Flip it over.
Flip it over and pull that through. And you see how it just sits the same way.
Yeah.
And then close
okay,
it
well
shut.
once I've got that technique, I'm all right. It's just doing it for the first time initially, isn't it?
Yeah, it is all made in exactly the same way. So we're going to do exactly the same. So we'll take.
How many times do you do this? Do you remember, or are we going to have
3 times. I'm going to take you through a whole flower.
Okay.
Because it doesn't take that long to do. So we're going to again take our jump ring, pop it on. Again, working because I work from the right, so I need my base ring, which is the center jump ring there. Pull that out of the way. So that's my base one there.
Okay.
That's the one I'm working with. So I've got my jump ring, and I'm going to feed the jump ring in
If we get Leah, that's it. Keep it nice and still to Leah. Brilliant.
And then we just close, and we're going to lift up like we did again before, the right hand one again, because I work to my right, and pulling it through.
Remember, if you are left-handed and working to the left, you do this in the opposite direction. Yeah. There we go.
Just close it shut. So you will have something that looks like that.
Fabulous, it's coming together now, isn't it? So you've almost got two arms there.
That's correct.
The body of it going down, and that's how it should look.
That's how it should look, yeah. So what we're going to do now is we are going to do exactly the same. We're going to take an open jump ring and add in a closed one on. Again, I'm working to my right. And what I'm actually going to do now is I'm going to thread these two together. So the ones that sit portrait to your work.
Ooh, okay.
Okay, so you obviously, this jump ring here is laying flat, so this is your landscape. This one here is a portrait.
Okay, because it's laying upwards.
Yeah, because it's stood tall.
Okay.
Yeah, does that make sense?
Yes, it does, yeah.
So we then simply thread the jump ring through those two there.
Okay, nice and still.
There you go.
It's really hard, isn't it, to keep it still and show everybody at home. If we keep it at that level, then everybody can still see it.
And then simply taking your prize again.
Sorry, that's my fault because I made you work from that level. Can you fix that all right?
Yeah. So again, working from the right, and we're simply going to do exactly the same method. So lift up the jump ring, pull the jump ring through. So essentially what we're doing...
Thank you, this is really clear, thank you.
We've connected the two.
Perfect.
Yep.
You can almost see that flower taking form now, Michelle.
Yes, you can. Now, in this one, you can actually double up the jump rings. It gives it a bit of a tighter structure, but just for demonstration purposes, I'm just using the one. And we do exactly the same method. So we take one open jump ring, one closed one. Simply because I work to my right, so I should pop it on first. And then again, bringing the two portrait jump rings into play. So threading the jump ring.
I'm going through the portraits.
Through the portraits, yeah. So,
come on, rascals.
Yeah.
Not telling Michelle to come on, I was telling the jump rings to come on. Come on, jump rings. On you pop.
There you go. Be careful, obviously not to catch your centre jump ring.
Okay.
Which is what I just did. And again, simply lifting the jump ring up and slightly at an angle, just manoeuvring it so you can pull it all the way through and then close it. And you'll do this 3 times. So you do the first set of 3 times, then you do this set 3 times. So we're going to do exactly the same. So closed one with an open jump, closed jump ring, popping on. And then again, simply catching the 2 portrait ones, lifting up, and threading through. So you could probably already see if I lie that down flat, you have the resemblance of a flower.
Yes.
So we, actually I think there does need to be 2, yes, there is 2 on them. So where I've made a mistake, apologies, they have threaded with 2. So if you have a look at
well, so when you go over the top of one, you're actually going over twice.
So if I just go in,
can you show us that one form?
I can do that, yeah. So put a double jump ring in there because you're going to split them. I forgot that bit. See?
Well, all the way round every time, or just once?
If you put them, I'll put them all the way around because we'll split them to finish.
So hang on, this could be a last minute thing. You wouldn't have to do it all in one go.
Oh no. What?
Right, so just tell me exactly what you're doing now.
So all the ones where I've just looped through. So
yeah, can you show me that on the camera just so that we know exactly what you mean?
So where I looped 2 through just a moment ago, I'm just going to loop another one through, and I'm just going to do them all the way around.
So how many in total are you looping through? 3?
So there'll be 2. No, there'll be 2 looped through, 3 jump rings.
Oh, I see. Okay, 2/3.
Yeah.
Can you do that last minute, or I mean, is
Yeah,
it easier to do it all as one fluid?
Well, you can do it all as one, or you can do it last minute. Unfortunately, it's my fault because I've forgotten to. I wasn't thinking. Literally, I have learnt this within the last few days.
Okay. Another one?
Oops. Gosh, I feel a fool today.
There we go.
Thank you. Right.
Hopefully that's clear, but if anybody got confused by that, then please text us in. I'm clear with it. Are you clear with it? Did you follow that, yeah? So if you didn't get that last little bit, if you're thinking, oh, what happened? Text us in and we'll talk you through it. 60777. Start your text message with the word JM Studio.
I've got a few more jump rings, so I can start it again from scratch later.
Okay,
if we
no,
need
don't
to.
worry, don't worry.
So we've got to this stage. What we are now going to do, and this is why you need double ones, is the ones that are all in standing position, so the ones that are all in a portrait position here, so your 3 points, 1, 2, and 3, we are going to split open and put a jump ring through.
Okay.
So we'll take our open jump rings. So working with the portrait ones now. So here and here. We're going to place a jump ring through the centre. So we're going to place a jump ring through these horizontal ones, one there and one there. So we're going to thread that through there, bring it through, and then looping it through so that the jump rings stay split. Almost if you were going to do a box weave, or if you started the Byzantine weave and you split it, that's exactly how it works. So just 4 knots, put that back through. And then you close it, because that's all you really need to do with that one. And then you'll just repeat that all the way around. So what you're doing is you're connecting the two groups either side of the parallel ones.
Okay.
So we're going to split that one, like so. And then we're going to get our open jump ring. We're going to thread it through there. I've got to find the other one now.
In it goes.
So we're going to go through there and up through there and out. And then you've got one more time. So you open them up, thread it through there, out, through the other side, and catch it out that way, and close it. And that is one flower.
Right, now, before you move on to the next part, I'm just going to give everybody another wire opportunity, because you could mix these up in different colour wires. You could do 3 different, or like a big autumnal piece, couldn't you?
You could. It would. I've got an idea in my mind for a statement necklace piece using this star flower, but using different coloured wires and using them very as a big statement piece. So it's going to look beautiful.
I think this and the copper together are going to look great. I've got the antique bronze now, which is a really popular colour. Now, we are going to give you a reduction on this today. You're going to get a clearance deal. It's normally £27.95. We're going to give it to you for watching today for a much lower price tag. VBJM44, down from that just because this is clearance to clear the stock out. £15.95. You've got 100 metres of antique bronze wire. Some very good wire deals going on for you today at 1 mil at £15.95. Great price tag.
Bargain.
One of our most popular colours. We've given you 2 very popular colours today. Have we still got some of the copper left? And we got some chartreuse, and we got 100 metres of chartreuse and turquoise going under £10 in 1 mil later on. Now, at the moment, the antique bronze for you is £15.95. A couple of text messages for you, Michelle, saying, Michelle, can you make jump rings with twisted wire?
haven't tried, but I do have some twisted wire in the kit, so I might have a go later.
Have a little go. We'll have a go for you later. Thank you to Paula. Oh no, that wasn't Paula, was it? Who was that one from? Murray. Thanks, Murray. Paula in Essex, what size rings do you make? What are those, do you think?
Ooh,
which one did you use?
I used the larger one out of my set of...
Which is, I shall tell you, which is the larger one? What does that...
That one there.
16 millimetres.
No, because I didn't have that kit, so I had this. My kit is the 4, 6, 7 and 8 mil, which are the rods.
Is that the larger one?
So I used the 8
mil
to make those jump rings.
So from the 8 mil. Gillian in Surrey says, hi, what best to cut the jump rings after using the jump ring maker? I think we covered that with the flush cutters. That's the best thing to use because they do go flat. I mean, you can use other cutters, but the flush cutters or the saw are the best.
Yeah, I do have at home, if you rather than trying to do 1 or 2 at a time or 3, the saw is the better because I've got the pliers with the saw and you just cut through them. It is and it gives a much flatter cut either side.
Okay. So if you've got the saw, or you can get hold of the saw and the jump ring maker, then you can get that one. Sue says, hi guys, loving the show. Can you use liver of sulphur with the JM copper wire? Michelle, your designs are fabulous. Yes, but you need to use primer, don't you, if you're going to liver of sulphur them because of the e-coating?
Yes.
Oh, she meant the raw copper, not the regular. So this is liver of sulphur with JM copper wire. Did you mean, if you meant the normal copper wire, no, you can, but you have to prime it. It will not take, you can use, I've used Swelligant on it, but you have to use your primer or it won't take. It just won't. But if the raw copper's okay, is it? The raw copper's fine. You need to prime our copper because it's e-coated and the e-coating is so strong on there, which is there to protect the colour from tarnishing. So it's doing its job. You know, so if you don't have primer, it won't take. If you prime, it will. Now, okay.
So we now need to connect those jump rings, those 2 flowers together. Now, when I made the bracelet, I made the flowers and added the gemstones after, because I was trying to work out a way of how, because they're exactly the same either side. I was thinking, oh, how am I going to add a gemstone to that that's going to stay in place? So what I did on my bracelet is I threaded it through and then just hooked it together with 0.4 mil wire. But if you're thinking about it ahead, what you could use is use a head pin and link them on when you do your first 3. And it'll make life a lot easier than trying to work it out after. So we're going to connect these now with full Persian. So with this, Jenny, would you mind opening some jump rings for me?
Of course I wouldn't. In fact, I would love to. We've got enough jump rings here, do you reckon?
Yeah.
Now, Martha's just... Oh, yes, that's what we were talking about.
That's
Have we got the saw? Martha said she thought we had the coil cutters. Now, somebody asked earlier, what's the best thing to cut jump rings with? There are 2 things to cut jump rings with, depending on how many and how much time you've got. Now, the coil cutter pliers I have here. You've got these, Michelle,
I have those,
you?
yes, I do.
Now, I'm going to just give these to you quickly. Now, you need a saw, though, don't you?
You do, yeah.
And now you get the saw off our website. What's the best saw to go for?
Oh gosh, my saw's got really fine blades with it.
It
is the one off the JM website.
It's from JewelleryMaker.
Yeah. So it has a pack of about 12 blades in it, and I used the real fine one.
Now I'm going to show everybody how you actually do this. Now, the German saw. Yeah, that's it, isn't it?
That's it. Yeah.
Now, what you do is actually let me show you the pliers. You put your jump rings on and then you close it, okay? So you've got a really, really good base. So how do I actually put that on? Just put them in there.
Put them in there and then shut them.
Shut that, right? So shut the pliers and then you take your saw and the saw goes through. Just one side.
Just
though,
one side, yeah, you don't go all the way through.
Now that will give you a 100% straight cut.
Yeah.
Let's see it in the instructions here. Now we haven't had those in stock for a while, so I would get them quickly. Have a look. They were back in stock in July, and we haven't seen them since. So you bring your saw through, and then you get your jump rings. So that's the best way to get the perfect precision cut. The saw's available on our website. SYBD83, Michelle has these. I think Debbie Bolford's a massive fan of these. £14.95 is your price. Is your price. Now, I'm just going to give you the code for the saw. BG, like staying alive. BGGX60. It's at the bottom of your screen. Well, it is in a minute. $14.95. So a great investment for a jewellery maker that's going to be making a lot of jump rings.
Definitely. Made my life a whole lot easier yesterday when I was cutting them.
Because I always think, oh, but the saw. Do I not need to worry about having a saw?
No.
Really?
No.
This is me though, Michelle. It's quite safe to use.
It's quite very safe to use, very safe to use. I mean, I wouldn't let my children play with it, obviously, but as an adult, very safe to use, very easy, very lightweight, very durable, definitely.
Makes you feel like a jeweller again, like the Anvil. You know, these sorts of tools are very professional. You're going to get that precise cut. So you're going to get, when you bring your jump rings back together, the neatness. Now, if you've got time to go around and solder every single jump ring, it doesn't matter. I'm not soldering 100 different I mean, that would take forever. I mean, brilliant for those that do it, brilliant, but I can't. £14.95. SYBD83 is your item code. Now, let's crack on. Shall I open some more for you?
No, that should be enough for now. So we've got some we're going to do full Persian, which is what connected the two.
Full Persian.
Full Persian.
This is not a type of waxing. Well, it sounds like it. You're going for Brazilian or Hollywood? No, I'm a full Persian. I'm like one of those big hairy cats. Well, they are Persian cats. They're beautiful. Carry on, darling.
So you have one open jump ring and you're going to add 4 closed. Probably a bit within my... Okay, you got 1 open and 4 closed. And we're going to close that one. And then we're going to add another one to the singular. So we now have 2 jump rings holding 4 jump rings in place. So what I do to work, for me to do the full Persian, I find it easier to hold my jump rings in this manner. So keeping the 4 jump rings together, taking an open one.
Okay, so keep that hand as still as we can while we're doing it. Yeah.
So now the way I remember how to do Persian is I count my jump rings. So I'm working with jump rings 1 and 4 at this moment. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to be working with jump rings
number 1 at the top
and number 4 at the bottom. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to thread my open jump ring through 1, missing 2 and 3.
Oh, and through 4.
Picking up 4.
Right.
What I'm then going to do, she says with confidence, is bring my open jump ring inside jump rings 3 and 2.
Oh, it was easy. I thought you were going to fiddle with that.
No,
that was
that's
easy.
why I made big jump rings.
Oh, the bigger the better.
The bigger the better, especially if you're learning chainmail. I would always recommend using bigger jump rings first and then work your way down to the smaller ones.
Have you seen what Debbie Bolford's done with the curtain rings before?
Yeah.
Really good idea.
Yeah, I use shower curtain rings.
Yeah. If you want to have a practice, use shower curtain rings.
Yeah. So the pattern at the moment looks like that, and you think, well, it probably doesn't look much like full Persian. That's what we look like currently. So what you do on the top, you're going to do on the reverse. So you turn your work over. Turn your work over. Oops. And then with an open jump ring again, you're going to work with 1 and 4 So we're going to tick the jump ring and pick our... the only thing is with jump rings is they're fiddly and they bounce. So we're going to pick up jump rings 1 and 4. So once we've picked them up, come on. And we're going to thread them through 2 and 3. So we're going to bring them on the inside. You see that there? So we've gone through 1 and 4 and brought it on the inside of 2 and 3. And then close it. Gosh.
So now we are, what are you up to now?
We are now gonna, we just need to get it so I can hold it properly. So that's what we look like now.
Do you want your other? There you go. There we are then.
So
oh yes,
can you see it now?
So it's a puzzle really,
it is.
Michelle, isn't it?
Yeah.
And once you've got that pattern, that puzzle, actually this keeps your brain active, this does.
Yeah.
Doesn't it?
It does.
It's important, that is,
Yeah.
keeping your brain active.
Keeps you from getting old.
Yeah, it does. I agree with you, I do.
And that's how I start full Persian. Then to carry on with the length of full Persian, what you will then do is like you do on the Byzantine or like you do on the box weave, you're going to split, in this case, split jump rings 2 and 3. You're then going to add one through the middle. And close it up. Obviously, if you're using smaller jump rings, it will sit just a lot tighter together. So you put 2 jump rings through, because all full Persian is worth 2 working jump rings at any one time. And then what we're going to do is exactly the same. So what would have been 2 and 3 on the first row we did, now become my 1 and 4. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So what was 2 and 3 now becomes my 1 and 4. So there's 1. Put the pliers down. So there's my 1 and my 4. And I'm going to bring that in, under, and through 2 and 3. That's how I remember to do it. And then I turn the work over and repeat on the other side. So I want jump rings 1 and 4. So we have 1 and 4 here. So there's 1 and 4, 2 and 3 are in the middle. So we bring the jump ring down and through the middle of 2 and 3. So that effectively the jump ring, what was the outside of the jump ring, when you thread it through, becomes the inside. And that is full Persian.
Oh! Well, it does look like a little angel or a little glowworm. I love glowworms, do you?
Don't really see many of them in my garden.
No, but the toys, the glowworms. Don't tell me you haven't got a glowworm.
No.
No, she's the same age as me.
No.
Yeah, she's got kids.
Is it something along the lines of my son has Spider-Man with glow eyes because he's scared of the dark?
Than that. They have them again for babies. They are. It's like that, but better.
Okay.
You need to get him one.
Well,
you
he's 4,
it.
Jenny.
No, it's brilliant. I'd get my son one and he's 9.
Okay.
You cuddle it and his head glows. It's a glowworm and it looks all cute. He needs one.
Sounds like a bit like a grub.
It is, so the boys will love it. And it's cuddly. Now, anyway.
Right, as you'll see on the chain, I've kept to the pattern so that when you look at it...
Let's have a look at that.
So when I've added it, if you have a look at where I've added it, I've split it, because you could join it together using those 2 there. It just destroys the pattern a little bit.
And look how wonderful this chain. It's tubular. It's absolutely beautiful. I think it's fantastic, that. Absolutely wonderful. It makes it more of a fluid design actually though when it's all in one, doesn't it?
It does, yeah. So what we have to do is you are working on an inside and an outside. So you have 2 jump rings that are set on the outside, and then you have 2 on the inside. So these are your outside ones.
Yeah.
And you have 2 on the inside. Now when you're going to add it to a piece, you need to follow, in order to keep the pattern as there. So very carefully, if you open one jump ring at a time, tell I'm not used to working big jump rings anymore. So if you open it,
yeah.
Now I'm working with my jump rings that are on the landscape level, so they are going to go through a portrait jump ring. So this jump ring is going to go through there. Yeah?
Yeah.
So I'll close that one. And then you can turn your work over because you want to do exactly the same on the other side. So you open it up, bring the flower up, and put it through and close it. So we now have 2 loose ones on the side, and all we're going to do, and you can probably see from just by looking, if you open up that jump ring, we're going to use each of the landscape petals either side. So we're going to put one jump ring through that way, and then I'm going to put another jump ring through the opposite side of that portrait petal, or that portrait one. But it keeps the flow of the design of the full Persian.
Perfect.
So it just keeps the design going, rather than you could add essentially just 2 jump rings on a petal and then add your chain on, but I just like the way that the design follows all the way through. And that's how you do full Persian.
Now we know what a full Persian is, we can go throughout our day. Yes. Now let me just give you a recap on the kit. Very low stock of the kit though, we're so busy today. Yeah, those amazing clear quartz, which, in fact, let me show you the bracelet, the necklace. Looking at the necklace and calling it a bracelet. Look at the necklace. So you've got that wonderful strand. You get 3 lots of wire. You get the 3 gold wires, 0.25, 0.4, and 1 mil.
And 1 mil, yeah.
To make your jump rings. And then 3 lots of gemstones for £27.95. You're making a £20 saving by grabbing this today. Don't forget you've got the really exclusive concave faceted. They're gorgeous.
They are beautiful.
Aren't they gorgeous? Thank you so much. So that concludes our first designer inspiration of the day. After the break, we're going to have more clearance wire. You can't miss out on it. Get yourself the kit. Get those text messages through to us. We'll be back after this.
Join JewelleryMaker and specialist guest designer Louise Jacobson for our basic wirework course. This class is suitable for complete beginners who wish to learn simple wire wrapping techniques to create stunning structural designs. Louise will teach you all the essential skills to get started, including basic spirals, double connectors and much more. The full course includes a range of different wire gauges, a bead scoop, use of all relevant tools, a buffet-style lunch and refreshments, a tour of the studios, a chance to meet the presenters, and a visit to our Gemstone Museum. All of this for just $69.95. For more information, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655. JewelleryMaker, bringing out the designer in you. Do you need a helping hand to get started with JewelleryMaker? Are you stuck for ideas and need inspiration? Then visit our JewelleryMaker website, where you can find our video tutorials. Expand your knowledge and skills with these easy-to-follow jewellery making demonstrations. Whether you're a beginner, hobbyist, or business owner, there's always something new to learn. It couldn't be easier. Simply click and learn some new jewellery making techniques.
JewelleryMaker are having a web exclusive clearance on our scale mail stock. Head over to the website now and grab yourself a bargain. Offer ends at midnight on Friday the 15th.
The fastest way to shop with JewelleryMaker is by going to our website. Just click on the sign up button. Once you've filled in the required details, you can start shopping. You can watch the show by clicking the Watch Live button on the front page. You can also use our Refine tool and narrow down your search. Once you've found an item that you like, just simply click on the Buy Now button and the item will be added to your basket. Don't forget you can add as many items to your basket per day and still only pay 1p in P. Enjoy shopping with JewelleryMaker.
Get involved with JewelleryMaker by sending the studio a message during our live hours. You can send a text to 60777 and start your message with JM Studio, or alternatively, go to our website and click on Watch the Live Show, simply type your message into the box and press send. Make sure you stay tuned in case your message is read out. Get interactive with JewelleryMaker.
Have we? I forgot that we haven't mentioned for at least a day. Amelia's engaged! Oh, and Leah. Amelia's engaged! And to Leah.
Leah hasn't been on camera yet, actually.
Come on, Leah. Come on. Come on, you'll make yourself look silly if you don't come on. This is Leah, everyone. You'll break the hearts of all Amelia fans.
Hello.
Was it a romantic gesture?
It was.
Where were you?
Where, when I proposed?
Yeah.
At a werewolf event. Fighting werewolves.
Fighting werewolves?
Yeah.
Horror survival game. I never even knew these things went on.
Yeah, that's when it happened.
These things happen in the city, do they?
Anywhere. This was in a bunker out in the middle of nowhere.
If you've got friends that think they're werewolves, then please get in touch. Thank you. Leah, everybody! Are you going to work with us? Because you should just work here. It's much better than over there. Just work. Wire! Now Dion's back, so it's about to get frisky. Are you ready? Dion's back. Tell your friends. Guess who's back? Guess who's back? I created a monster. Now, have a look. She is a great big price slashing monster that is Dion. We've got blue wire going under £10. Get on your phone lines. 100 metres, 0.8. Should be £24.95. It's going under £10. I think every single one of these will sell out. You've got to be quick. It's e-coated on copper. You've got the element of real silver as an overlay as well. Then the colour, £9.95. Fly, my pretties. Let me see you. There you all are. £9.95. Dion's back. This is how it's rolling. I have got a gorgeous jewellery maker from Holland. You've got to check out your baskets. Elise, Jenny, Tanya, jewellery maker in Hampshire and Derbyshire, Eleanor L'Exemple, Mary, Lynn, Karen, Renee, Carol, Pamela, Michelle, not that Michelle, loads of you there, Shona, £9.95. This is 100 metres. Have you ever used coloured wire like this before? Maybe you've thought to yourself, oh, it's a lot to invest £24.95 and I'm not sure if I've ever used it before. Alison Tarry, baby booty. Isn't the blue baby booty in this turquoise colour? Let's have a little look at that then. You know what? Maybe you're embellishing shoes like Alison is. Did you see my shoes?
I did, Jenny.
Who's not gel? Everyone's gel. Everyone's gel. £9.95. UQJ. Not the shoe. Have you got my shoe? You could do the shoe, but in this colour. Absolutely. Black shoe, this colour. Oh, there they are. They're in my bedroom right now. Pride of place. £9.95. UQJ M84. £9.95. You've got usually £24.95. 100 metres. 0.8. Already 200 of these have been allocated. You need to act fast. Maybe you're going to be doing some wire work. Maybe you're going to be doing multicoloured. Hang about. Wait there a minute. I've got. Who did this? Was it you?
No, that wasn't me. That's Gemma, I think. Is it? Or no, Rachel Norris.
Look, Rachel Norris. Look.
Gemma?
Oh, it is Rachel Norris, isn't it? Look at the colour. Look at the colour. If it's good enough for the Lady Norris, it's good enough for us all. If you love using different techniques with wire, maybe you've never used this colour before, maybe you have and you love it, make sure you're checking out your basket. I don't want anyone missing out on this. You're going to so love making gizmo coils, different kind of jump rings out of this. Maybe you're going to make inspirations of nature pieces, just like that luscious Lady Norris. I'm making ornamental pieces. Do you ever use coloured wire, Michelle? Oh, do you ever use coloured wire? I thought you'd use some there, but you hadn't.
No. Yes, I do use coloured wire, yeah.
For all different projects or for particular ones?
Flowers, really. Sort of if I crochet flowers, or if I've got a project in mind that requires some colour, but I don't want to use too much in the way of stones, and I use coloured wire. It makes a really good effect.
And you know what, Michelle's pieces are phenomenal. One of our legendary wire workers here, Michelle Naylor. Loads of you, how many of these have been allocated now, Dion? 0800 644 655 on the phone, and she's too busy snogging Tom. All the ws.jewellerymaker.com if you are shopping online. Dion, like to, Dion, how many of these have been allocated? Have we got any left? Whoa, loads of these have been allocated. So many, we got about 200 have been allocated. You need to act fast. $9.95, UQJ M84. This is incredible. Would you like another wire deal? Chartreuse, shall we get a little petit bit franche? On Friday, is it you and me on Friday, Dion? Oh no, it's Friday today. No, next Friday. It's Danny. I forgot to tell him. I'm on the morning show. Can you ring Kim and tell her it's French Day? It's your Friday. No, that's not right. I can't be on Friday. The 22nd, is that a Friday?
Yes.
Anyway, it's French Day. It's French Day. We'll bring some croissants for a breakfast. Have a look at this. Chartreuse wire 0.8 EAJ M46. You've got 100 meters. Should be £24.95. It's 0.8. So you can do loads with 0.8. 0.8 is sturdy enough to make structure. It's $9.95 again. You know what to do. Very, very popular together with, well actually, can you think of these intertwined would look really, really pretty, wouldn't they? Think about making rosary links, maybe with the larger gemstones. Maybe you want to do some Laura binding style weaving. Maybe you want to make some rings. $9.95. EAJ M46. Anonymous in Greater London, Elise in Norfolk, Christina, Ellen, Bryony, Susan, Amanda, Janice, Sheila, Mary, Belinda. Laurie, you've got yours. Absolutely loads of you coming and grabbing these wonderful wire deals. $9.95. Should we have a look at chartreuse wire in action? I've got some chartreuse wire in action over here. Sorry, I'm a bit injured today in the old leg area. I'm walking a bit like Tina Turner. Left a good job in the city. Have a look. This is amazing. That's Rachel Norris, isn't it?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Look, get really close. Get really close. Oh. Hey, if it's good enough for Rachel Norris, everybody, it's blooming well good enough for me. $9.95. EAJ M46. Should we have a few tools, Dion? I'd like to do some tools, please, Dion. I think it's time we did the gizmo, Dion. I would like the deluxe version. The deluxe gizmo coming to your screen on the lines ASAP, because this is the deluxe version. What, I hear you cry, is the difference between the deluxe version? Michelle Naylor can answer that very question for you.
There's different size rods in the deluxe one, whereas in the normal gizmo kit there's only 2 rods.
And there's another significant difference. You're right about the first one. The clamp. Did you know the clamp comes with this?
No.
Now you had to get your jump ring maker because you've got the regular gizmo, haven't you?
Yes, I have,
Which
yeah.
is wonderful and fabulous. But Michelle, my dear Belle, would like to draw your attention to the fact that this has the clamp on it.
Ah.
Check this out. So it's already got the clamp for you to put onto your table. Have a look at the full apparatus. I haven't said apparatus since I've been at school. Will we be using the apparatus in PE today, miss? No. Oh. You remember that? Oh. We can't climb all the way. So, yeah, they had those wall frames, didn't they? The wooden frames. They never let us blimmin' well use them, though. Who's climbed one? Never. PE teachers are evil. Now, it was a sweeping generalisation. I never met a kind PE teacher apart from Mrs. Vining, and they fired her. Have a look. She was too kind. Have a look at these. My sister is a primary teacher and they cover everything. I turned up during her PE lesson and I went, if you ever wear what you're wearing right now, none of your children will ever want to take part in sport. I don't know how she was dressed, but it certainly wasn't as a PE teacher. She was like, honestly, she was like an embarrassing grandmother wearing trainers. What's going on, Alex? Anyway, we won't go into that now. Have a look. Now you've got all the different size rods here. I'm going to show you holes for your rods. So the deluxe has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different rod sizes, and you've got the uber skinny. If you haven't got the Lazy Daisy, which is the only other way you can get the uber skinny, uber, have a look at this. The uber skinny. That's all you've got to do, by the way. If you can do that, you can pretty much gizmo. You've got all these different rod sizes. Now, Dion, being one to give you the very best value, because she's frightened of no one. She ain't frightened of no one or nothing. 5 different rods. She's going to give you the all-time low price tag. QGZX79, time for your deluxe gizmo. You need it. Oh, you promised Sammy you'd tell her when this was coming back on. She's in the other room. £7.95. £7.95. 0800 644 655 is the number to be dialing. It's a free phone number. If you're dialing from a UK landline, you can use your debit card or your credit card. We take either. Text message coming through. Pauline says, hi Jenny, if you go near Bordeaux, say hello to my granddaughter Dina. I am going near Bordeaux. I'll tell you where I'm going in a minute. I think I am anyway. You know I'm not mappy. Sure, she'll make you a brew. Hope you have a great holiday. Thanks, Pauline. Next Friday is my last day, and then Saturday we're off. We are stopping in Dijon, and I think that's near. I think we are driving through Bordeaux. So we're doing 5 hours, stopping, and then doing another 5 hours the next day. So we'll be all the way down south. It's going to be hell on earth in the car. It's not, it's going to be brilliant. We did it last year and it was so much fun. France is so beautiful to drive through. Has anyone done it? Isn't it beautiful?
Yeah, 8 years in a row, camping.
Yeah, that's what we're doing. We're staying in a log cabin. And this is the 3rd year running that we've done. 4th year running. So good. I highly recommend it to anyone. Actually, you two should do it. You should drive. Anyone who's got a car should get on that. Are we only going to Calais? It's brilliant.
No, you have to do France on a motorbike, love.
On a motorbike?
Yeah, I did France on a motorbike in 2003.
Fair play to you. Before kids?
Yes, before kids. I had a Z1000.
And what,
I
sorry?
had a Z1000, big bike, and it was me and 7 other men. It was lush.
You and 7 other men?
Me and 7
Can
other
I
men.
just picture this? Were you like in one of these ones?
No.
No. Or one of these? Cool Rider.
It's known as a street fighter, so you have sort of a motorcycle that has lots of fairings around it.
I don't know what that means.
Fairings, just lots of plastic coverings to cover the engine. Mine was all open, so you could see the engine and everything.
Like a scrambler?
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, similar.
Michelle, how old were you when you did this?
I was in 2003, so I was only 11 years younger than I am, 26.
I want pictures. Is this
Oh,
how
my
you met your other
word.
half?
No, that was with a previous partner, that was. Went to go and see
I
the
want to
montage
know.
with
I
me.
want more of this. We'll get more in. We'll get more gossip from Michelle later. Now we want to know. Don't forget your text message subject of the day. What should we do with our plums? We've got lots of things in the garden. Now Tom's got a lovely bag of green gauge there, and we were thinking, apart from the usual plum tart, plum jelly, what should we do with them? Plum crisps. Plum crisps. Freeze dry them. Are we going to do that though in reality?
It's a healthy snack alternative. You could do like they've done on the advert, isn't it? A healthy snack alternative. So if you get a slice of plum and a yogurt, and then you put the plum inside the yogurt and freeze the yogurt.
Oh, ice cream.
Like
Froyo, they call that in our house. Froyo. They get really angry, my kids, if I get froyo instead of actual ice cream. This isn't real ice cream. You're trying to trick us again. No. I'm going to give to you the wire twister tool. Doop, 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 doop. And aren't green gauge delicious? They're all snacking on Tom's plums in there, and they're delicious. They're gorgeous. I love green gauge. They're my favourites. Our walnuts are out, but the squirrels keep having them. They're not ready for picking yet. We've got these huge squirrels now.
Yes, you can make jump rings out of twisted wire.
You can make jump rings out of twisted wire is the revolution that we've just heard. Fair play to her. That is lush. Now, my darlings, we're going to give you the wire twister tool. Now the wire twister tool, this one has got 5 prongs. I think you can wire twist up to 1 mil, or is it 0.8 on this?
I've put 1 mil in that one.
You can?
I have put 1 mil in it, yeah.
Now up to 1 mil on this. Now it's very simple. We've actually got a VT done by the wonderful Hannah Osborne of how to use this. Now you put it together and you put the wire in the prongs. Now you will work out ways in which to use this that are your preference, which is fine. We're just giving you a guideline. So you can put up to 5 wires. I think in this demonstration, Hannah puts 3 in because she's a bit lazy that day. So she puts 3 in, not really. You can put as many as you want in. You can put, can you do 2, or is that not really gonna do much? No, 2 would work,
2
wouldn't
was
it?
twisted with 2.
Ah. Have you ever twisted with 5?
No.
That'll be a thing then. Now, creating a coil on the other end and just hooking it somewhere, such as around a doorknob or something like that, something solid that's not going to, or around maybe you've got the sort of steel drawer pulls in your kitchen, something like that, something nice and solid. Then you just hold on. Oh, she hasn't done 2. Who was I to think Hannah Osborne was ever lazy? She wasn't. And then give it a twist. Now you can do a tight twist or you can do a loose twist. It's totally up to you. And you know something, this is a tool that's going to change the way you work with wire. Now you can gizmo coil that twisted wire if you want. You can do just a couple. Have a look now. You'd expect it all to unprong now, but it doesn't. Now this demonstration is available on our website. So you've basically got a twisted wire rod there. Available on our website, allthews.jewellerymaker.com, if you would like to have a look at this again. Now, the wire twister tool has been one of our most popular tools over the last sort of 18 months. TAZX65 is your item code. Use your debit card or your credit card. If you're shopping with us here today, you're watching Jewellery Maker, we're going to give you a fantastic deal yet again. I have got a text message from Joanne. What about plum wine? I've seen plum sloe gin. That's what we were saying earlier. Plum wine would be nice. How would I do that? Maybe I'm going to get a winemaking kit for Christmas. No, I need it now, don't I?
They might ferment a bit if you don't get one now.
Yeah, I think I will get it now so that I can leave it to ferment till Christmas. Wine should be left for a year though, really, shouldn't it? Otherwise what? Your wine tastes like vodka. Does it? I'm going to just do vodka. James, hi Jen, and Michelle and JewelleryMaker team. Plum ice cream, loads of ideas on that. I love this. Yes, because plums are underestimated, don't you think? We don't do enough with plums, is my opinion. You get, I mean, all the other fruits. You get peach flavour this, peach flavour that. What about the garden plum? Salt on greengage. I'm a big fan for salt on anything. I got a funny story to tell you about those salted sunflower seeds. Hi Jen, when in Turkey, we were told to sprinkle salt on greengages. Delicious, try it. Judith in Cornwall. Sprinkle a little bit of salt on your plums, Tom. That would do it. I'm going to try that. I'm not sure. No, Amelia does not like that idea. Anne J says, plums can be soaked in balsamic vinegar for 4 weeks. Separate and store plums in a jar to use the flavour of savoury dressing. Yes! You could put plum in chicken dishes, couldn't you, with loads of peppers and some balsamic vinegar. That would be nice. What about that? I like the idea of that. A little bit like a butternut squash goes in to add a bit of sweetness.
You could bake it with some cheese.
Plum and cheese, like apricots and cheese.
Yeah.
Should we treat the plum as an apricot, perhaps?
Possibly.
I think it could be done. Now. You can do jump rings with twisted wire, yeah. Yeah, number 8, I've got it, twisted wire. Come on, let's twist again. Like we did last summer. I can't wait to tell you all the tales from my holiday. You know, I've been obsessed with these salted sunflowers. I went into a Polish shop the other day and I asked for, first of all, I went in there and there's this crazy man that I made friends with who was singing, boom, 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 I want you in my room. You know that? Vega, yeah. And then I said, have you got salted sunflower seeds? And he went, you don't want to eat those because Polish people aren't unhealthy enough. They don't put enough salt. You want Turkish ones is what you want. And he was Turkish. And he was anyway, it was funny at the time. Have a look. You know, me and Mia were just looking at it like, it was just crazy and I loved him. Now, you've got your 1 mil. So essentially it's 2 lots of 1 mil twisted together, which makes it 2 mil really. It can be a bit confusing, can't it? You've got your 10 meters of pre-twisted wire in copper. Are we going to do a good deal on this? We're having a bit of a wire deal. I don't know if you knew about that today, dear. Oh yes, we are, she says. So you've got your 1 mil, 10 meters in copper. You've got your 1 mil in silver and gold. Then you've got your 0.6 in ice blue. And you've got your 0.6 in silver. That's the one you made the jump rings with your silver one, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So 40 meters of pre-twisted wire. Let's think about this though, because if you're trying to do wire, 10 meters, you need 10 meters of space if you want 10 meters of twisted wire. Now, spatially, it might not be possible in your house. Not many houses. How many meters do you think from here to there? Is that about 10 meters? From one end of the room to the other?
Yeah, I'd say approximately.
So you'd have to have a very large front room to be able to, or a back garden, really.
Yeah.
10 metre back garden is large, isn't it? Now, if you haven't got that amount of space, Maria's saying, I got some of this, is lash, lash, lash. I love you, Marie. TVG, C46. You've got 40 metres, the varying colours, 2 lots of 1 mil in the silver, gold and the copper, and you've got the 0.6 in the silver and the ice blue. We've only got 59 of this bundle at £14.95. What's that each? £4 each? No, it's less than that, isn't it? £3.30 each. £3.73. I don't know why I'm talking like this. Really high pitch. Loads of you in for this one. £14.95. 52 chances. They are flying out the door. Carol, Suzanne, Tina, Hillary, Francis, Carol, another Susan, Jeanette, Anonymous in London, my gorgeous Sina in Greater London, Valerie in Greater London. What? I don't know how I'm talking like that. It's not how we talk, is it? Robert in Gloucestershire. That's where some good old... I know some good people from Gloucestershire. Do you, Michelle?
I know all the best people are born in Gloucester and Cheltenham.
Gloucestershire.
Gloucestershire, then.
My son was born in Gloucester, mind.
There you go.
TVG C46, 14.95, 39 chances. Karen, you've got yours. Celia, you've got to check out your basket. Jill, Linda in Dumfries and Galloway. Lee's in Norfolk. I think me and Dion should see if how many places we can visit jewellery makers in a week. What do you reckon? We won't be at work that week. We'd obviously have to still get paid though, so we're going to have to work that out. Where should we start? Oh, we're going around the world, not just around the UK. All right, let's do that. Coast to coast with Dion and Jenny. Can you imagine the exciting adventures we'd get up to? And the new jewellery making techniques we'd have to go and learn, like ancient techniques. Okay? Well, not ancient techniques, all different, you know? You could to see what they're doing in Spain, in America, in Africa, in China, Japan. They do loads of cool things. Sean says, Jenny, go for a rum-toff. What? I like the sound of this. Sounds like a body. Start now. It will be ready for Christmas. Love, Sean. Shawnee, more info. Well, look it up for me, will you? Plum and raspberry jam. 50-50 proportion is best. Yum. Yes, I like the idea of that. Love raspberries, do you? Hi, Jenny. What about trying to make plum brandy? Yes, we all like a brandy, don't we? I love you today. Do you know why? Because I think crafty people are quite good at cooking as well. Hi all, says Jane in Kent. Plum and pear crumble. Yes, I've got plum, I've got pears. I've got so many pears. We're all gonna bring it in, all right? We're gonna have harvest. Why don't we have harvest festival this week, yeah? At JewelleryMaker, I'm gonna bring everything in on Wednesday. Alexandra from Gloucestershire, where brilliant people come. Plum frangipan. Not sure if that's correct spelling. I know exactly what you mean. The French dessert, sort of upside down cake. Jen, I saw those sunflowers in a well-known discount supermarket starting with L. What, which one? Because I'm going to Gloucestershire tonight. I'm there.
L, Jenny.
What, recently? No, beginning with L. Yeah, but which one in Gloucestershire is what I mean.
Oh, what? Yeah, because there's 3, isn't there?
Della says plum vodka sorbet. Oh, yeah. Do you like a bit of flavoured voddy?
I'm not a big alcoholic drinker, to be
Knew
honest.
you were going to say that.
But
call yourself a Gloucester girl.
I know. But I have started I've taken a liking to the flavoured ciders that are out at the moment.
Good, that's better. Because you should, of course, be drinking cider if you're from the Shire. Most people make it.
Oh no, I couldn't make it.
Oh, but I know a farm near you that does.
Oh, do you?
Oh, yes.
Oh.
Beverly says spiced plum with almonds, and I bet she dusts it after. Oh yes, oh yeah, yes, we're loving you today. Gem Studio, pear crisps. You said that, pear crisps as apples. See Sainsbury's website, other places are available, Tesco's and Lidl's. I'm going to go to that well-known supermarket on the way home then. Were they in recently, please? Sissy, plum tart with ice cream. Yes, yes, love that. I wouldn't have thought in Oklahoma it was, you know, because like in England we have this thing, when it's summer, it's against the law to eat casseroles, crumbles, anything like that, cherry pies, isn't it? It's like we're not allowed to eat it. No. It's killing me. I am a casserole girl. Casseroles and roasts. Would I like to what, darling? Oh, I love tablet, please. Yes. What about plum tablet? Our test message subject is what are we doing with our plums from in the garden. Did you make this? Is this what you're making? I love this. Ali Defoy. Your mum made it?
I made it with my mum. She helped me.
Come back. That taste of my childhood. You're brilliant at that.
Like it. Took
More
forever.
tablet.
Spinning and spinning and spinning.
My husband would love that.
That is love. Ali, you should sell it. I want you at craft fairs.
Selling tablet.
Absolutely.
Put gemstones in it, like a hidden banky.
People might choke on that. Let's not advise that. But I like the idea of putting it on the packaging. This is amazing. Everybody needs to eat Ali's tablet. It's amazing.
Lovely.
Amazing. Can I have the recipe for that, please? That is amazing. Or is it a secret Scottish family thing?
No, it's just sugar and butter and condensed milk.
I need more recipes. That was amazing. Everybody, Ali, well done, domestic goddess. Love it. Love it. Now we're going to give to you something fabulous. Thank you for all your interaction. We love it. I wonder if we could add a bit of fruit to a tablet. Ali, this week we're having Harvest Festival on Wednesday. We've got in our garden the plums and so we're talking about, and we got pears and we got all this stuff, and Tom's got some, and we got rhubarb. So we're all going to bring stuff in, and we're all going to go away. We're going to take pieces from the bounty, go away and make something. We've got vodka coming, rhubarb vodka. Now you're going to get involved in this because this baking is good. Whatever. No, you don't. Well, if you haven't got anything in your garden, don't worry. We'll all just bring. You can just take it from ours, and we'll all go away because we've got so much of it and make something gorgeous. Could be jam. I don't know. Okay. Yes. So what should we make? That is our text message subject of the day. What can you do with the plums from your garden? IFZX51. I'm giving you the T-bar bracelet display. Do you ever send anything into the Wall of Fame? Perhaps it's a bracelet and you really want to show it off properly. Do you ever sell your jewellery? Do you go to jewellery fairs? Do you go to jewellery parties? Do you host those? Then you need your T-bar display. If you want to look professional, you need the right way of displaying your jewellery. And your jewellery deserves it, and you deserve it, because you've worked so hard. IFZX51, your black leatherette T-bar bracelet display. I've got loads of you on the phones for this. It's only £6.95. 0800 644 655 is the number to be calling. Who can resist more of Ali's tablet?
There's loads more if you want.
That is good. You're good. That was very good.
I've got so much more.
I'm loving that. £6.95. IFZX51. We're all very crafty today. We're all very bakey and makey. We're bakey and makey. Tom's just very eaty. Mary, you've got yours. Suzanne, you've got yours. Tiny's got 3. Carolyn Norfolk, you've got yours. Let us know what you are going to do with yours. Helen's got 2. Khan in Devon. I like that name. Sean, Jeannie. Airtight container. Fill it with fruit. Fill the gaps with rum. As it sinks to the top with more fruit and rum. Serve with cream or ice cream. Yes.
I do that with sweets.
You want to do that with what?
I do it with sweets.
Sweets?
Yeah. So good with rum and then like massive.
With sweeties. Alcoholic sweets. Fruit sounds a little bit more healthy. Oh, tablet. Look. Tablet is like fudge. People are asking what tablet is. Not like fudge, but better. Oh, somebody in America's asking, could you come and tell everybody about tablet, please, Ali? Because we've got lots of people asking, what is it? What has Ali made? Come. Well, we used to call this fudge when I was little, actually. My mum used to say it was fudge and she used to make it. It is like, it's not coconut ice, it's not, what are you doing?
Stopping looking like a boy.
Oh no, I like the boiled egg. Look, I come in with that on Lucy's show. Now, it makes you look cute. Tablet is like a, I know, I'll bite into it and you explain how you made it.
Oh, all I did was put butter, melted butter, and then sugar, and then condensed milk after we well mixed it on first. Put a little bit of maple syrup in that one, and a little bit of vanilla essence in that one.
Which is why that one's got more of a crunch. Until it solidifies?
Crunch, it's because I did it wrong.
Till it solidifies. No, I like it. Until it solidifies.
It's supposed to go like a little bit, like it's coming off the edge of the pan. And then, and then you take it off the heat and then you beat it like forever, and your arm's about to fall off.
And then when your arm's is about to fall off, that's when it's ready.
It's like really.
And then you put it flat on a tray, don't you?
Yeah, you put it flat on a tray and then you just leave it.
Slice it first before you leave it, or after?
Leave it for about 15 minutes, let it cool a wee bit, and then slice it.
It's amazing. It's sweet and it's yummy.
It's almost like fudge.
But
I
not.
don't want to say that, but it melts in your mouth like when it should melt in your mouth. You should put it in your mouth and it should just dissolve, and it's just amazing.
It is amazing.
You don't chew it; it just melts.
Yeah, it just melts in your mouth. Thank you. Thank you so much. Tom says, bring it in there, don't let me have any more. Because I'm on a diet ready to go on holiday. Look at what you're all doing to me. Michelle made me eat 6 cakes earlier. Patricia from Cheshire, hi guys, I think homemade plum and sweet spice fritters, maple syrup and ice cream. Yes, fritters. We forgot about fritters. Very good idea. Crispy roast duck and plum sauce.
Oh, I'm making my mouth water.
Margaret, yes. Yes. Go and get me a duck. Where are you going with them ducks? It's all got to be from our gardens. I have got ducks. I'm not going to eat them, though. That's wrong. They've got names. You shouldn't eat them, unless your name's Sammy. Tanya, can we start a jewellery maker recipe section? Yes, I think we should. Make and bake, it could be called. Why don't I do it on the JM Hub magazine? Make and bake?
Yeah.
Are you reading that with me?
I read, yeah.
I think I should do make and bake on the Jewellery Maker JM Hub magazine, or me and Ali could share it. Let's do it. Now your T-bar's still available for you at £6.95. Loads of you there. We're going to leave that one with you. I've got the, now this is the one that Michelle hasn't got. She's going to go mad again. She's doing that face. I'm not even going to kid you. Oh no, these are there. Now, I am going to just undo this because you've got a hammer here that has 5 interchangeable heads. Now, this is a really important product to have if you like to texture your wire. Now, I've got a piece of jewellery that will run you through all the different textures, so I'm just going to grab it while you look at that. Oh, sorry. Me old legs. When you get old, you forget that you can't do things like when you were 16. Now, I'm going to take you through. We've got a larger tapered edge here that's going to give you these sorts of endings. Is that the one? Or is that the one? No, these are going to give you the sort of bashy ones. There. Now, I've got a different end here that's going to give you these sorts of, this sort of texture. Oh, hang on, you can't really see that, can you? There you go. Right, and then this end here, and I'll talk you through how you change the ends, are going to give you the lines. Do you see? So to bash in with the lines. And then to work harden or flatten entirely, you get this head here. Now I'm going to walk you through this very portable hammer. I know that Laura Binding puts her interchangeable hammer inside her case for a ring mandrel because it's so useful. So how you do this? Your interchangeable hammer will come like this. The gold end is a weight. It's important to keep that weight on the end. You can use it also to flatten, but it will give you the correct positioning when hammering. Now let's have a look at the actual apparatus itself, because this is a very portable hammer. It's nice and skinny, it's nice and lightweight, so it's going to fit in most bags. Now, all you do to change the head is simply unscrew. This end, I didn't talk you through this end, did I? This is a work hardening end for coloured wires that you don't want to tarnish. Okay, you just literally screw them on. Take them off, put them somewhere safe like the bag we gave you earlier. Okay, and again, popping this one on, there we go. Okay, so you've got the flat end there. Really easy. Now Michelle, unfortunately you've missed out a couple of times on this because it keeps selling out on you.
Yeah, and then Dion decides to put it on the show where I'm in and I can't go and order it either.
Now, that's Dion for you.
She wants to lock it as well. Might just have to.
She might swap it for this though. Now, why is this one important for your stash?
That would work well with like the little smaller pieces that you just
so like
want
a ring or something like
on.
that?
Yeah, because I've flattened the wire in the ring that I've got on. On the inside, I've used the hammer to flatten it, so it makes it a nicer surface to work with. And texturing it will look quite nice as well.
So texturizing, you want it for all of those things. It's a great price, it's portable, it's 5 hammers in one. And Anne J says, hallelujah, I have missed this every time it was on. Got it today, woohoo! Oh yeah, I can see you were the first one to get it, Anne. You were like, I am not missing out on that. Straight in, £8.95. 5 different interchangeable heads. FCGX57 is your item code. Jenny and Brizzo, check out your basket. Kyria, make sure you check out your basket. Beverly, Jackie, Deborah, Mary, Andrea, Joan, Teresa, Anne Marie, Mary, and of course the uber fast Anne J coming in first for these. Beverly, Jenny and Bristol's checked out. So's Jackie. Sharon, you've joined us. Gillian, Anne, you've got to check out your basket. We got loads of texties. Sue says, plum cobbler.
What's that?
Oh. Yeah, cobbler's like plaited, isn't it? Long, plaited, sweet bread. Kind of like strudel, but not, because strudel's pastry. I think, is that right? Is that right, Sue? Oh, cobbler.
Plum scones?
No, you're thinking of a Cobb salad. That's American. Cobb salad, where they have like strips of ham. They put it in. They do their ham different in America, and their eggs are white. It's funny, and their butter's white. Our butter's yellow, American butter is white. And I asked my friend, why is your butter white? She went, because butter's white, milk's white. I'm like, curious. Because when you churn it, it naturally turns yellow. Riddle me that, jewellery makers. Why is American butter and American egg, why is American butter white and ours is yellow? No, the real colour of butter is yellow. It's not grey. Where have you been churning? I come from farms. You know, I don't know what city farm you've been coming. That's the smog. 8.95. That's the smog of the city. Are you sure? That's somebody told her that. No, that is not true. Why is real butter in this country yellow and in America it's white? Never worked that out. Have you? You noticed that? Ali Defoy doesn't have butter, she's slim.
There's butter in that tablet.
Yeah, I bet. Hey, but what colour was the butter when you put it in there? Yellow?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it melted, it looks a bit white.
Now. Dion keeps singing in my ear, it's making me do that thing that dogs do. I do that collie thing. No, I didn't do that, Ali. Didn't cock my leg up, no. Now let's get over to Michelle for the next designer inspiration. Oh, you caught up with me. Oh, I'm trying to outrun Leah and she's too fast, too furious. Ooh. I love these flowers. This is very bridal, isn't it?
Very bridal,
They're
yeah.
gorgeous. Look at this. Oh, lush. You're going to love this. Oh, they're lovely. Did you love those flowers? What's that there?
Beautiful.
Oh, let's have a look. This is lush. Look at that comb. It's a hair comb. That'd be quite a nice bouquet, actually. Mikey just went, that is amazing. It's gorgeous, Mikey. If you get yourself a girl, you could marry her. Oh, that's the idea, he's saying. Oh, do you fancy the idea of marriage, Mikey? Yeah, should we get married together? Have a look. Mike says, you've already got a guy who's got more money than me. Mike, it's not about money, it's about love. Although I don't love you. Have a look. Not in that way, Mike, but I do love you a bit. In a colleague way. I have a fond love. The way I love my Labradors. Look at this. Now, you've used the head pins and into... These got 2 holes in them there. No, they haven't. I see what you've done. That's lovely. I've never seen that. That's lovely how you could make a bracelet like that, couldn't you? Should we run you through what you get in the kit? I really love this kit. I'm excited by this. Are you?
It was when I got it, yes, because that was going to be a corsage, but on the wrist.
Yeah.
Like, you know, when you go to proms and that. But it's actually Sammy's son that suggested put it in the hair.
Did he? Yeah. Did you do that around Sammy's house?
No, I'd already made it.
Yeah.
And I was spoken to Sammy about trying to work a way of making the corsage bracelet section what it would normally secure on. Yeah. And then I don't know, I must have offered it up to my hair and he said, oh, that looks really nice in her hair.
And you were round their house, were you? It all goes on. Yeah. Now look at these pearls. I've never seen pearls like this in my life.
Oh, they were quite delightful.
They're
quite
teeny,
sweet,
weeny,
yeah.
weeny cashies. Aren't they lovely? Get in there, Leah. Get right in. Look how gorgeous they're, little and they're cashy. I love them. I love them. I love them. Now you're also going to get tanzanite. Gorgeous. Tanzanite. This is very bridal. Now I want to show you what else you get. Now these come loose, so I'm going to show you. These are, I love them. They're mother of pearl, hand carved roses. How many do I get of these? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 of each. So you get the roses, 10 of each, and 10. Look at these. Now these are drilled in the middle. What flowers would we call these? I'm not very good at identifying flowers. They're not daisies.
No, not even a pan. Not really sure. Not
it could be a pansy.
Could be, well, yeah, it could be a pansy.
Yeah. 10 of those and 10 of the roses, and then you get 5 of. Maybe these are daisies, Dion. Oh no, maybe not. They're lush.
They're lovely to work with,
aren't they? Gorgeous. Oh, there's only 36 left. Hang on, I haven't finished. They're going to sell out. 0.6 twisted wire. You've got, that looks like 0.4 twisted wire in silver, and you've got 0.8 twisted wire in silver. 10 meters of each. The tanzanite, the pearl. I love the pearls. I love the flowers. We got loads of brand new things. £24.95 is your price tag. You've got absolutely loads in this kit, and I love that you don't forget you've got all the flowers. You've got those brand new keshis that I've never seen, brand new flowers as well. This is a fabulous. Look, we've only got 17 of these left, and I've got loads of unchecked baskets. Louise, Mary, I have got Carol, Julie, unchecked basket, Eleanor, unchecked basket, Sue, unchecked basket. Here's everything you are getting on screen. Look at those gorgeous flowers. Oh, I love this. I love this kit. 6 chances remain. 0800 64446. You have to. Oh, okay. I've got so many people with unchecked baskets. Mary, Lou, Caroline, Abigail, Alexandra, Eleanor. If you don't check out, you're going to miss out. There are 14 unchecked baskets. We've only got 4 left. Joan says we've got 2 left now. Oh my days, Michelle. I'm going to a wedding the weekend of the 30th. I need this headpiece. It was what I had in mind. And some with your star. You've cut me out. I was mid-flow. With your star touch. Oh. Carmel, I think it was a hibiscus flower. Yes, thank you, my darling Carmel. Let's have another glance at which piece are we making, my dear heart?
Right. Well, I'm going to do 2 demos because they're only quick ones. I wanted to show you how, because I'm a great believer in trying to make things in one piece of wire, because I think for those who are a bit intimidated by wire, who want to make the nice designs, generally think, oh well, I can't do them because it involves lots and lots of wire. So they are layered, so they're made, each layer is made individually but made in 1 length of wire. And then the second demo, I'm going to show you how to utilise your head pins in a different way to make a prong set, like on the pendant.
I didn't even notice that. Let's have a look. So the pendant is prong set with head pins. Yeah. Let me just show you, because it's the reflection. You can't see it because can you see it? Can you see the prongs here, here, and here? Yeah, there you go. Do you know, because it's shell, it really blends in. You can't see it. It's amazing. Okay, Michelle, I'm going to let you take it away and start. Which piece are we sort of concentrating on?
So if I show you the flowers first. So
on the headpiece?
On the headpiece. So with the flowers, it's just 1 length of wire. So I didn't really measure any of them, and obviously you make them the size that you want them, and then obviously you grade them down. So like you make one slightly bigger and then you put that one on top. So
you've got the twisted wire there, Michelle.
Yep, so some of them are twisted. So if you have a look in that one there, it's made twisted wires in the middle, twisted wires there. So I've combined them for texture.
Okay, perfect.
So If you don't have balers, it's not a problem. You can always use just normal round nose pliers.
Okay.
But I just like the facility of having the bigger loops.
I just had a stock update on those and I forgot to mention it. They will be back in the first week of September at the latest.
I love mine.
Can I just move this so that we can, there we go, look, there we go, for the overhead camera purposes. Okay, let's start the demo.
So we have 1 length of wire, and this will make one flower, or one section of it, because as I said, they're all layered. So using the balers, or your round nose pliers, don't have to use balers, I leave a small edge extending from the pliers, and I'll show you why that's for in a second. And then we simply roll it all the way around.
Okay.
Yeah, so it looks like that.
Perfect.
Okay, so and then what I'm going to do with that small section I've just left there, whatever I did with my round nose pliers,
there we go.
I'm going to just coil over the end. You see? And make a loop.
Okay.
Yeah. So that then, you've only got one tail, which will be the one you're working with, because the other one's hidden in there.
And this makes it a nice fluid piece.
This makes it a nice fluid piece, and then you haven't got to worry about other tails hanging out the other end. And then all we simply do with this is, at the point that they cross over, you get your flat nose pliers, or chain nose pliers, whatever you have to hand, and then kink it out to almost a right angle. And then using your baling pliers,
yeah.
Okay, so you then need to decide how long you would like your flowers to be, so, or how long you'd like your petals to be. So you can either have smaller petals or bigger petals, and again it's just down to preference.
Okay.
And that headpiece is made up pretty much of all flowers, really.
Okay.
So you pop your balers in, and then for this one I'm going to use the bigger one. So just a length of the wire, however you like them to be. Pop the baler in, and then we'll roll it over until it comes out the other side.
Fabulous. Now remember, you can do this with your round nose pliers. Could you show us with the round nose pliers as well?
I can do, yeah.
Just in case I haven't got those balers, would that be okay?
That's absolutely fine. So, so that is one petal. So once it meets there, all you would then do is just kink it out, knock it out that way, which will be the start of your next flower or your next petal.
Okay.
Okay. So using the using your round nose, obviously you'd have a smaller.
So if you're going to, you use one, and you obviously can. There you go.
Yeah.
So
you'll just obviously make it fit how big you'd like it, really.
Okay.
And it will give you a different effect of a flower as well.
Yeah.
So if you makes it a more rounded petal.
I see. Okay.
So there's just a different effect in the flowers.
Okay.
So you'll do that all the way round.
Until, now this piece you've got now is flat wire, not twisted.
Yes, I started about this because I should be using this with the challenge in a moment. So once you've made all your petals, you simply wrap them all together.
And how do we do that? What are you using?
So we've got 0.4mm wire. 0.4mm wire. Where my joins are, so where my bends are at the bottom of the petal, I simply wrap them together.
Okay.
And holding them in position. Oops. Pulling it tight, and that'll just keep it nice and secure. And you'll probably put 2 or 3 wraps just around that bend. Like so. Once again. And then once you've done 2 or 3 wraps, you'll then hook it through, and then you'll bring it round on the inside, like so. And you'll just continue that all the way round until you get to the end, and then you simply, as you get to the end of the wire, so you have your last, you've got this length of wire here, just put petal on it. Point it away, like so. and then you would simply tie the petal off as you would normally. So threading them together. So my flowers have 5 petals because Mother Nature does everything in odds, but you would have another 2 petals all the way around, and then you would have this bit here, which is what I use then to attach to the hair comb. So all the petals are made just in exactly the same manner. And that's as simple as the flowers are, really easy. Just one piece of wire, and then all you do is, if it's not quite as you want it, you sort of tease it round to make it fit what you want. So they're just made all in the same way. So literally, as we did on the first piece. So you would kink it out. Pop it on. Turn it round. And again, I suppose like Mother Nature does, she does them all separately and all differently. Nothing's ever the same when you look at a flower.
So don't worry if it looks a bit more organic. I think it looks better.
It looks nice when it's organic.
Yeah.
This was just a quick demonstration of how I did my flowers, because I thought it was a really nice point to use how to use the head pins just in a different way. So let me just pop it out.
The kit is nearly sold out. Is it sold out? Oh, it's gone! Did I tell everyone that already?
It's a beautiful kit, mind. Really is a pretty kit.
Oh, do you know, we've just got so many pretty things. Now, tell me when you're coming up to the eye pins, and I will let everybody know. We like these earrings, Dion. Look at these. Might steal them, actually.
So that's just when all the basically when you've got all the petals made, you'll wrap them all together like I did there. At this bit here. So you just wrap them all together. And that's what makes your flowers. And then you'll make 2 or 3 of those, and you simply layer one on top of the other.
Layer them on. Let's have a look. Oh, and then you've made a heart here as well.
Yeah. Again, it's just with, I think it might have just been one of the tail ends of the wires, because sometimes you don't want to cut the wire off, you just want to add some detail in.
You've gone from the weave through into a heart, then back down here. Then let's have a look around this. You've added some ribbon detail. You've added the pearls using the 0.25 wire, the 0.4 wire.
Yep.
Let's have a look at how you've used the gemstones, because are you going to move on to the head pins
Yes,
now?
we'll show you how to use the head pins.
Have a look here. I just want to show everybody, talk everybody around this wonderful piece. Of course, if you've got any questions for Michelle at all, then please don't hesitate to come through to us. If you would like to know anything, Michelle will be on Facebook usually, obviously when she gets home tonight. Now I'm going to give everybody a head pin deal as you get ready for yours. Now I've got the most useful head pins. Have you used these Uber Skinnies yet?
Yes, I have.
They're amazing, aren't they?
Fantastic.
How do we get through life as a jewellery maker without these? I don't know. Uber Skinny head pins, long, great for design, wonderful in flower displays, great in the middle. I mean, a bunch of them in the middle of a flower if you're doing a big piece. You get absolutely loads of these. You get 100 of them, and they are 65 millimeters long, super skinny. You get 100. That's not 100 on the picture, but you do get 100. Look, you get a whole bunch of them. You get 100 of those. Then I'm going to give you 10 of the gold and 20 of the rose gold head pins. So these are on sterling silver, I believe. Yes, then you get the sterling silver, gold on sterling silver, 10 of those, 20 of the ball head pins with rose gold. Let me just check. Yeah, 100 antique bronze plated brass ball head pins are 65 millimeters long. You get 10 of the gold on sterling silver. Oh, you get 20 of those and 20 of the rose gold, sorry, so you get more. So hang on a minute, 140 head pins all together.
Gosh.
I'm a head pin heir. How much are they? £9.95 for all of them, and you got the 2 solid sterling silver and real gold ones. I love these skinny ones. So I don't think I've ever seen these skinny ones on their own, have we, Dion? Yes, that's why sorry, I'm answering yes to a question you don't know that I'm answering. Great for gems of distinction, these uber skinnies.
Oh, definitely.
Perfect for that. If you can't get a head pin through a gems of distinction and you haven't used the uber skinnies, you need the uber skinnies. They're brilliant for that.
You can wrap with them as well, because on the pendant,
they're so long, aren't they?
Yeah, well, I've used one of the tanzanites in the middle, and on the back I've wrapped it on the back. So the pendant, if you turn it over,
one.
yeah,
there's a little tiny.
It's a tanzanite right in the middle, using one of those fine head pins.
Yeah, is that one of the skinny silvers? Is it? Yeah.
And if you turn it over,
I
did catch the wire when I was cutting it. But if you turn it over, you can probably see where I wrapped. You just see it.
Yes.
Just where I wrapped it in. So,
no,
they
so
have
you've
some
gone
real
up,
flexibility.
not down. So
Here.
up here, yeah,
No,
or down there.
in the middle, right in the middle there.
Yeah.
Where
Is that an uber skinny one?
That's
though?
an
That
uber
looks
skinny head pin.
Oh yeah, it is. They're brilliant.
They are very
brilliant.
versatile.
They'll go through so much. The uber skinny head pins. Look at this. Maybe I'll get a little gemstone. Well, they'll definitely go through these. These got quite a little hole. Have a look. There's that ball. They're great. They're great, they are. Really great. So you've got the uber skinny head pins, £9.95, and have a look, they're absolutely flying out the door. XGGC26 is your item code. If you want them, you've got to be quick. So Michelle, talk me through exactly what it is that you're going to do with these.
Okay, so we're going to make a prong setting for your larger carved flower. And I'm going to do it start to finish. So we're doing that one.
Yeah.
And we're going to do it start to finish.
Okay. So prong setting.
Prong setting. It was really, again, it's something I sort of found on YouTube. A lady was balling 2 pieces of sterling silver, and she used them as pins as well, but she made it in a slightly different manner to the way that I've done it.
Okay.
But I wanted to utilise the findings in the kit.
Yeah.
Because sometimes I don't think we use them enough.
You've got your findings. Now, you don't get your findings with this kit, but we always send them to the guest designers because they're so readily available on our website, so we give you great deals throughout the day. So it's our findings kit that you used, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to prong set using that large flower, and it just makes such a feature, and you get 5 of those, don't forget, and they're really big. They're fabulous.
They're beautiful.
So, and you can't see the prong set because of the way it's hand carved. You can't actually see that prong setting, can you? So if you actually have a look, the prong setting is here, here, and here. Here, here, and here. So Michelle, how do I start?
Okay, so the first thing you need to do is taking the back of your taking your flower and popping it on the back. You need to create yourself a circle.
How long is the wire that you've got there?
Probably about 25 centimetres,
Yeah,
something like that.
I
Because
reckon I'd say about that.
this will also do your bail.
Oh, okay, so
again,
this is for your bail.
Yeah, all
right.
made in one piece of wire.
Okay, fab.
So using a pen or something that is circular.
A bit of an awl that you've got out there.
Yeah.
Okay.
So just make it circular. And what you have to bear in mind is it does need to fit the back of your flower, so obviously you just tease it in to make sure it fits.
Okay. When you say fits the back of your flower,
So it just cushions the back of the flower.
so the flower can sit on top of it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because obviously when you make a prong setting, it needs a bed to sit on.
Yeah.
So I want a circle that's just a wee bit smaller than the flower itself.
Okay. So you're just manipulating that with your hands now. It could be something that you've got at home. It could be a marker pen.
Yeah.
It could be that you've got your
Ring mandrel.
mandrel. That'd be a good
Would be a good one.
Yeah. Or the orange mandrel would be just as
Yep.
good, wouldn't it?
So that's probably around about right.
So there's your frame.
So that's the frame. And then obviously for your bail,
And you're not cutting that or anything, because
Nope.
you're going to need this now
Yep,
to continue on.
So I'm just going to poke the wires out. Oops.
Okay.
Which will then be the start of our bail.
So you're giving them an angular sort of...
Yeah.
And then you're going to row the legs up together almost. So you've taken it from cross point,
That's it.
out
So
and up.
That's
Okay.
right. So we should still now just sit on the back of that flower, which we do just. And then you take your 0.4 mil. And you wrap the top together. Now in this instance I used 3 head pins. You can use more obviously if you're setting something slightly bigger, and it would work on a cabochon as well.
Okay.
So you could use this idea for a cabochon. So we simply just tie the two ends together, and the last thing we'll make is the bail at the end.
Okay, so at this point we're just tying the ends together.
Yeah. It's just not quite right. So we now need to get our head pins. So taking your flower and placing the head pin just on the flower, roughly where you want to see the point or the ball. I took the ball off on those, but you could leave the ball on as an added detail. It would look quite nice.
Why did you take yours off? Because you were going to have the tanzanite in the centre.
Because I put the tanzanite in the
Yeah.
centre. Yeah. But if you weren't going to use that, if you were clever, you could make a feature of the centre by bringing all of the head pins together.
Oh yeah, that would be pretty.
To give
Yeah.
you
like a frame for the centre.
like the little pollen bits on the top. What do you call them? Pods of
like the
seed normally.
stamen
That's
bits,
it. Stamens. So once I've measured roughly how long I want it to sit, or where I'd like it to sit, I'm going to bend it probably 3 mils up from there, roughly. So I'm going to bend this out. So the one I'm making at the moment is the prong that's going to sit on the top. So that's what it looks like.
Okay.
Okay. And then I'm going to wire that in there. So simply catching the head pin. So always probably just wrap around once or twice. And then bring your head pin in. And it is a bit fiddly. But if you hold your head pin in place and go, so the wire is on the top of this frame here, so I want to come underneath because I want to catch the head pin in place. Come up through my frame. Oh, that wasn't very clever. Am I on the top? Yeah, I'm on the top. So put my head pin back on.
Okay, so just keep hold of it. Might pop out.
It is just a fiddly
Fiddly bit, not
fiddly
difficult.
bit. It's not difficult. It's just fiddly.
You need lots of fingers.
Yeah.
You need an extra arm for this.
So handy Andy would be a good idea.
Yeah.
So I've caught the head pin, and then all I'm going to do is bring it up on the other side of the frame. Don't worry if it doesn't sit quite flat for now. It doesn't matter, because in a minute we're going to secure it in place. So as long as you've got it tethered, as long as it's there, it's not going to move off or fall out. So the next bit you need to do, because this will give your frame some strength, is just to cut off the ends and make a loop. So with your head pin, top of the head pin sitting up, make a loop. And then what we're going to do, I made that loop a bit too big. And it is all just trial and error, trying to make it fit.
Okay.
So, and then you get your 0.4 mil wire again.
Uh-huh.
Oops. So we just cut a bit of that one off there, we'll do. And we're going to tie it at the bottom. So popping the 4 mil wire through the loop, catching the frame at the bottom. Okay, and then just looping it up through the eye and over the frame.
Okay.
Up through the eye and over the frame. Now the video I used, I saw he obviously had double heads for on her head pins. We don't have that facility, so this is how I've managed to convert it to use the head pins that we have in the kits. So then tying that off on the bottom, like so. Now this will obviously move, and once you put your stone in it, it will stay still.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we now need to use our next set of head pins. So again, with exactly the same method, although what I did was I just measured against the head pin that I had placed in the frame where I was going to place the next one.
Okay.
Or where I was going to bend the next head pin. So I'm going to take that and bend it out. Now, what you're going to have to bear in mind here is that this head pin's going to have to go around your frame, and it's going to sit on the outside of your work. So what you'll need to do, and I did get caught out, is make sure you bend it in the right way and then you curve the head pin. Fortunately,
what is the right way to bend it then?
So we're going to have, you'll always have a right angle.
Yeah.
So when you put it on your frame, because we're going to curve the wire, if you've bent your head pin out and then you curve your wire going in that way, so this way, so my head pin's not going to, I'm not going to be able to tether the head pin to the frame because it sits in the wrong way. So in the direction that your head pin is sat, you'll bend it horizontally across.
Okay.
So my head pin is up, and then I'm just going to bend it round to make it fit my frame. And then you get your frame and you just offer it up against there, making sure that it sort of sits neatly round. It doesn't matter if it's not perfect because you're going to wrap the two together anyway. If you can really see.
There we go. So when you start wrapping them, it'll bring it all together.
It'll bring it all together, yeah.
Okay.
So, and what I did with the first one is I placed the flower in its, so that's the top.
Keep doing that, should you?
Keep doing that. But what I did at the time was I went through and although I made an error, but pop the flower in, turn it over and mark where you're going to put your next head pins, just with a pen or a pencil or a marker pen.
Pencil can rub off, won't it?
Yeah, anything. Just mark it so you know that when we pop our head pin on, that's where that bend has to sit in order for it to sit flush on the flower. So we simply, we've got your tails from where you've just started to wrap the bail, and you just wrap the two together. Now at this point it's still movable, so it doesn't really matter if it's not in the right place because you can still move it. So for example, if I put the flower in and it's in the wrong place, well, fortunately it's all right, but if it's there and the head pin is in the wrong place, I just need to butt it up a bit, so you've still got the flexibility to move it so it sits nice.
Okay.
So once you do the same method for the second head pin, this is what it will look like.
Ooh. So you've wire wrapped along each one.
Yep.
So and that's your mechanics there.
Yes. So those are the head pins, the bits that are sticking out. I've cut the ends of the head pins off to make the scrolls at the top, which is what I would anchor the 4.5mm wire to when I make the bail. And then all you simply do now, you can, like I did on my pendant, you can wrap it all the way around, or you can leave it as partly wrapped. The choice is actually yours. If you pop your flower in.
So you only need 3, not 4, as I'd have thought.
Yeah,
because it's circular.
Because it's circular, you can use 4, but I just use 3, and you simply fold the eye pins in.
Lovely. Fantastic.
And that is very secure in there, it won't come out of there. So then we can cut off our tails because we don't need any of those now. I just thought it was a very useful way to use head pins. If you've got lots of them and you don't, and you don't.
Not only that, Michelle, it's a beautiful way of using them.
Well, it is, because sometimes the findings aren't appreciated enough.
Yeah.
So I just thought it was quite a nice way to do it.
Gorgeous. Let's have a look at the finished piece. And then you fold over and start the bail, yeah?
Yeah, and then you just, it's the figure of 8 weave, so you wrap it round once.
Figure of 8 weave goes round,
Yeah.
over the top, round, over the top, round, over the top, you know, like that. Over, under, over, under. Easy.
So round.
Like a figure of 8.
Yeah. And you'll do it for as long as you'd like it. So I thought it was quite a delicate piece, so I didn't want it too big a bail. So I suppose that would be about it. Popping your round nose pliers in, just at the just where the weaving ends, and then bringing the head your wires over, and then obviously you would continue to weave all the way through the back, and then with the once the 0.4mm wire is weaved all the way around the back, you would then simply thread it through and anchor on these little loops here, and that will give you a veil.
Perfect. Thank you, Michelle.
You're welcome.
Fantastic, isn't she lush? Everybody, send a text message in if you've got any last minute ones for my gorgeous Gloucester sugar girl here. 0800 644 655 is the way to call us, but you can text us on 60777. Start your message with the word JM Studio, and your normal network charges will apply. We won't charge you any extra. You can text us for free on the web, all the w's.jewellerymaker.com. Sharon from Dynam Ware. Hello, Sharon. Sharon says, try making your own fruit and nut chocolate cereal bars.
Ooh.
My son would love that. Just granola, plum, pear and honey or syrup. Then set brush bottom with chocolate. They are lovely. Oh,
Sounds like a Florentine.
yes, it
Sounds
does.
like a
Yeah,
Florentine.
you could do that, couldn't
You
you?
can come to my house, Sharon, and make them for me if you like.
Sharon, she can't. She's busy at my house. She
Well, you've
made
got
me a
to
lovely
share.
dream catcher.
Did she?
Yeah. Do you have to share all the time?
Well, my children are taught to share all the time.
But do you share all the time?
No.
Yes, we know what the right thing to do is, exactly. Do you do that thing, you can't have any sweets? No, go on. And
Yeah,
then as soon
and
as
then
they're in bed,
you're
gets that
eating
sweets
yourself.
cupboard and stuff your face in them.
Yeah.
Then when they go, where have they all gone? Oh, I don't know, someone's eaten them.
Yeah.
Someone.
Blame it on the dog.
Me, always me. Love sweets. Thank you, Sharon. Keep the text messages coming. We're all collecting the bounty, sorry, fruit fly, from our gardens. Did you see it was right there? And I was like, I can't ignore that. I don't kill things either. I didn't kill it. Don't worry. I'm not a killer. I'm a lover. I didn't. It was still alive. I just went to get it out of the way, but that doesn't work. Anyway, our text message subject, what should we do with our plums from the garden? We've got lots of things in the garden at the moment. Have you got, it's on you now. See, there he is.
Oh, yeah.
Didn't kill him, he was on you. He's a right little rascal, that one. Dave, his name is.
Dave.
Now we're going to go for a break. We're going to go sort Dave out. We want your text messages in. We'll be back after this.
Come and join guest designer Laura Binding on our intermediate wirework course. The aim of the course is to enhance your wirework skills and take your designs to the next level. You will learn more advanced weaving and binding techniques which you can incorporate into your jewellery. The full course includes a selection of gauges of wire, a generous scoop of mixed gemstones, a copy of the Wirework Tutorial DVD Edition 3, a buffet-style lunch and refreshments, a tour of the studios and chance to meet the presenters, and a visit to our Gemstone Museum. All of this for just £79.95. To book your place, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655. Jewellery Maker, bringing out the designer in you. This is an important announcement to all of our Sky TV viewers. From Tuesday the 19th of August, our Sky channel number will be changing from 655 to Sky 665. So remember to tune in to Sky 665 from August the 19th so you don't miss a thing.
JewelleryMaker are having a web exclusive sale on 925 sterling silver. Head over to our website now and take advantage of up to 75% off. All stock must go, but be quick because if you miss it, you'll miss out.
Welcome back. You're watching Designer Inspiration. I'm Jenny, and today I'm joined by the wonderful Michelle Mabel. In the words of the Beatles, or just Paul McCartney? Who knows? Don't know.
No
was
idea.
it just Paul McCartney who sang that song? It was, wasn't it? Do you not know the song Michelle Mabel?
I have heard Michelle Mabel on a number of occasions, Jenny.
Do a lot of people sing it to you?
It does get rather tiresome, Jenny.
I don't get sang at. No one sings about Jenny's apart from Jenny Don't Be Hasty. And I'm never hasty. Well, you should be singing Jenny Was a Friend of Mine at me. No one sings anything of me. And I always sing to Amelia. Amelia, I'm down on my knees. I'm begging you please to come home. Well, come on home.
And I've never heard that before either.
Everyone sings that at you. I never get sang at.
It's the
Beatles.
I would volunteer to sing for you, Jenny, but I've really got
There is no
singing
Jenny
voice.
songs. There's no Jenny songs.
There's got to be one out there.
I'm still Jenny from the block. I'm not from the block. I wouldn't last 1 minute in the block. I'd be like, what are you doing down there? No, come on. I'm just Jenny from the field, from the hills. Anyway, come and have a look at this. Don't be fooled by the high heels that I got. I'm just Jenny from the bog. Normally in my wellies. I mean bog by marshy area, not the toilet. It's not where I was born. Anywho, let's get on with it. Alison Tara's watching today. She's a cheeky one. I haven't given you a funny phone call for at least 2 weeks. I ought to get on to that later. Now, I'm going to give you chain. 10 metres of gold chain. It's on copper, e-coated, and you get blooming loads of it. And the links are gorgeous because, and really handy, these kinds of, do you love my ring? So do I. Perhaps I'll cry. They're brilliant because you can put charms on them with the lobster claw clasp. I'm so annoying, I know. Oh, nutty. Yeah, but I'm not boring though, am I? Okay, she doesn't, you're not hating me for it. No, anyway. So you've got the links there. And this is great for bracelets, great for earrings. Do you remember my earrings that Mark Smith made me? They was all chainy, or they are all, I've still got them. And they've got the graduated rounds in them. That looks brilliant with this design. What about Gemma Crow putting chain in her hair? What about Gemma Crow putting chain all over her dress? It looks amazing, that overdress that she did. Go and check out her Facebook page for that. Have a little bit of a Facebook stalk. I do have a daily Gemma Crow Facebook stalk. We all should. It's true. That's what Facebook's for, right?
She only lives down the road from me, so I stalk her house.
Do you drive past her house?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, have a look at what I got for you. 10 metres, super useful, great on the reels, makes you look and feel more professional. This is wonderful in haberdashery as well. I mean, there's loads you can do with stuff like this. DUAZ 61, but what price is Dion going to give it to us at? What price? Because usually, most producers give this chain to us at $24.95. We might see $22.95 on a good day. Do I want to see Gemma in a dress? Of course I do. Hang on, who doesn't want to see Gemma in a dress? Gemma's hot property round here. Dion is not a regular producer, everybody. She's a super juicer. £14.95. DUA, there's Gemma in a dress. She's gorgeous. Look at that lovely lady. Are we allowed to just do that? We are. Are we allowed to just do that? Oh, we own the rights to Gemma Crow. Brilliant. £14.95 is your price tag. Incredible value for money. If you want to look like this, then you need this. I can't promise you're going to look exactly like that, obviously, because that's Gemma Crow. She's lush though, isn't she? I don't think there's a man in this building that doesn't fancy Gemma Crow. £14.95. £14.95. Loads and loads of you are in for this. You've got to make sure you're checking out your baskets. If you like to gather chain, what about you, Michelle? Do you use a lot of chain in your designs?
I don't really, and
you
really
should.
Why not? I probably should. Yeah, definitely, probably agree.
Just like you
with
didn't
that.
have the Whammer, and now you have.
Yeah, I know.
We're gonna have to sort this lady out, you know.
You are.
1495 DUA-Z61 is your item code. Are you still at the garage Monday to Friday?
I am. Yeah.
Working at the cut. Don't go there. You love them there. They're lovely to you. And Jay says, Jenny, there is a Jenny song, Rock No by Tommy. Who? By Tommy Two-Tone. You can hear it on YouTube. It's not no. That's Amy Winehouse. That's Rehab. Don't sing that at me. They try to make her go to rehab. I said no. Don't need to go to rehab. Something comes before that and I'm all right, thanks. 14.95, 10 meters. No, that's called Satisfaction by the Rolling Stones. Any song with the word no in it, Dion's now singing in my ear. We'll look it up, thank you. No. Saying no. Oh, who's that? Destiny's Child from like when we were that big. 14.95, it's all gone nuts. Here's another. Janet, hello Janet. I love Janet. How's the collies? Hi Jen and Michelle, great show. Little Richard sang a song, Jenny. Well, I need you to ring us and sing it to me. I need more people to sing at me. Basically, I think you should be sung at. Yeah, you know when there's like people who aren't, who are just in the street and they just sing at you and it's... I told you about that man. I told you about listen, I want to tell you a story. This is kind of freaky. I went to pick up my son from his mate's house once, and I've told you this before, I'm sure. It was one of those really freaky things because the little boy's dad had started playing the guitar, and I think he fancied himself as a bit of a guitarist, sort of middle-aged guy. I turn up there and he's sat on the side. I probably shouldn't tell you this story, but you know me, I've got a big mouth. He's sat on the kitchen side, his wife would probably have gone mad, strumming away, and as I came in, he popped himself off, started walking towards me singing, and then he got ding ding ding, yeah, and I was like, oh. And I stood there and I thought, do I dance? I don't know the words to this song. Do I clap? Or do I just stand there like this? Yeah. I did that a bit. Oh yeah. Ooh. Then I went, oh, you fancy yourself as a bit of a, what did I say? Something like, I know I said, what's his name off Baby Shambles? I said, fancy yourself as a bit of a Pete Doherty. And he went, who? And I went, never mind. Come on, Max, let's go run. Yeah, weird, uncomfortable. Oh, Michelle, what have they done to you? You were such a shy, retiring girl. Then JewelleryMaker got hold of you. It's been great to watch you grow more confident. From Pauline in the very posh East Ridings of Yorkshire.
Oh, thank you.
And actually, Michelle just went, I'm so nervous. You shouldn't be nervous. You're with me.
No, we know.
We're like Thelma and Louise. I'll hold your hand and jump over the cliff with you.
Good. I need somebody to do that.
Yeah, don't worry about it. She's part of the furniture. Now, that'll be in your head all day. Now, still some of that available if you want it. Are you speaking Spanish at me again? What, pardon? Oh, one step looper, that's not Spanish. She said one step looper. The one step looper. Okay, she's speaking Colombian. Have you got a one step looper, my love?
No.
Do you want me to show you how to use it?
You can, actually, that would be a really good idea,
I can
Jenny.
do this one-step looper. Do you know that? Might need...
Would you like some thicker wire?
Some nippers. Could you pass some to Leah? Do you know, I told you what they call me, my son says to Mia, didn't I? I told Mia diarrhea.
That's not nice.
So I started saying it to Leah, and she's like, don't say that. And I was like, sorry, it's Max says it to Mia. Sorry about that, Leah. Such a child. Now, I want to show you how this works because it's brilliant. Do you want to make the exact same size head pin, eye pin, sorry, maybe your rosary linking or something like that? I want to show you how to use this, and it's perfect for earrings as well. Maybe you haven't got any eye pins and you think to yourself, no, you know what, I'm going to make them. What you do is you put through here, right, and it will cut the end off through here, and you literally just squeeze. Then, look, ready? So you've got a perfect loop.
Oh, how fab is that?
Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. I don't know why the demo video's that long. Couldn't be easier. Could not be easier, Tom. Now, I'll do it again for you. Yeah, it wasn't a fluke. What a fluke, I could do it. Like, it's the easiest tool ever for eye pins. I think it's easier than getting it right with it. It's the perfect eye loop that you get. So let's do it again. Let's do it and do it. Now, so you put it through here. Okay. And then, right, now, don't think that this is going to be your length, because it's actually this that's your length. So if you want to make really short links, you go up here, right? So that you've only got a tiny bit, and I'll show you that. Because it actually flips over. Do you see? So that was the length that got, so now I've got a nice tiny one. Can you see? How easy is that? It's so easy, isn't it? So easy. So you can make little tiny eye loops, or you can make really long ones. It's totally up to you. If you've got dexterity problems and you can't do that, then this is perfect. Really perfect for you. Let me show you again. I'll show you this way around this time, so I just realised it's probably easier for you to see. Or did it wrong then, because it was the other way around. Right, so out you get. Come on, lad. Tell you what I've done. Why is it a lad? It might be a girl, I don't know. Just said it. Were you offended? No. Right, so through hole, through keel. So through we go. Doopy-doo. Is that better from that side, so now you can see? Hang on. Yeah, through you go. Go on in. Right, ready? It's weird from this way around. I can't, yeah, there we go. It looks better for you that way around, does it? So, really, really easy for you to do. TFB D84, the one-step looper, super duper one-step looper. Should be £24.95. Dion's not happy with that price tag. So down she goes. £18.95 for your one-step looping plier. Oh, just a straight 18? Crikey. That's exotic. It's gone all exotic on us jewellery makers. So £18 for your one-step looping plier. Margaret from the City of Bristol. They're great. You do an eye loop, add a bead and do a second loop. Yes, they're brilliant, aren't they? They are brilliant. Let's see. So there we go. Loop. Loop-de-doop. See? Easy. Lemon McSqueeze. You've got to get it. You literally have got to get it. It's wonderful. TFB.
They'd be so useful because I get carpal tunnel syndrome in my right wrist.
Here.
They would be so useful.
You have a little play with them.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Oh, fell over. Now, £18 still available for you. Now, right-hand side, right-hand side. Oh, we got lots of delights over here. Now, look at this colour. Let me just look at this.
Oh, wow.
Look at that. You love emerald, don't you? I love it too.
Oh, big fan of emerald, me. Big fan. That looks gorgeous though.
Just look at all of the natural, organic look. That is just...
I should have chose that for my challenge instead.
Do you love it? Are you in love with that? That go with your challenge really nicely, you know.
It would, yeah.
Isn't that beautiful? It's natural, genuine emerald, graduated faceted drops. They're between 12 by 5 and 17 by 9 millimeters on an 18 centimeter strand. Dion, being Dion, is taking this down. Not by a tiny bit. Should be £11.95, which is already ridiculously low. This is genuine emerald. Great for earrings, great for a single pendant. Bunch these together, you can make flowers out of these as well. You can wire wrap them. There's so much design inspiration. And we're going to make this strand even more affordable. I hand on heart promise you that this is genuine emerald. May's birth gemstone. One of Cleopatra's favourite, that imperial dart. EBR U02, 85 carats between 12 by 5 to 17 by 9 on an 18 centimetre strand. Whoa there!
If any of my family are watching, can they get me one, please?
£7.95 for emerald. £7.95 for emerald. Run, quick, everybody. You've got to get these. I don't know why I'm telling you to run. Like, quickly get them. Run to the phone. £7.95. There's loads of you there on my screens. Mandy in Hertfordshire. Pamela, you've got yours. Francesca, you've got yours. JewelleryMaker and Go to London. Gillian in Tarn. Where's Tarn and Garonne? Where's Tarn and Garonne? It sounds like going back into the past. Please have a look. Sandra in Northamptonshire. Susan in Lanarkshire. Pamela, you've checked out. Anonymous in Greater London's got 3 of these. Marilyn, Evelyn, Sue in Cornwall's got 2. Andrea's joined us, so is Norma. Gillian's not one to be outdone, but 2 in her basket. Anonymous also with 3. Joan, Sean, Teddy Bear in Texas. Oh, it's in southwest France. Say it again. Did I say it wrong then? Didn't say. Tarn and Garonne. Never eat shredded wheat. Yeah, maybe we're going that side. No, I'm not going to Bordeaux. We're passing through. We're going to Ardèche, near Ardèche. £7.95. EBR U02. We're like a bit out, like more towards the sea to Ardèche. Ulia, gorgeous Ulia's got 2. Vicky and Devon, you've got yours. Jeanette, you've got yours. Jackie in Powers. Anusia. Français, bonjour. Ça va? Gillian says, don't answer in the voice of Gillian. France. And then I went, oh, bien, ça va. And Dion went, oui, ça va, toi? But you're not Gillian, you can't answer. Constancia. What a gorgeous name in Aberdeenshire. Constancia. Hope I pronounced that right. Teresa in Lanarkshire, 2 for you. Jen in Gwent. How's Gwent, Jen? £7.95. Make way for me in Gwent. I shall be returning in September. Eleanor in L'Exemplaire. You have yours. I'm very jealous of everyone being in all these exotic places. Think of me, won't you, next Friday? Can I just ask, actually, I would like to ask if... Oh, Jane in Tipperary. Gillian, is it going to be hot there, please, in 2 weeks? You know, like if you live there, you know whether the whole of August is going to be hot. I'm worried that it's going to rain. Will you tell me, Gillian? Do you think it is... Are there rumours, in fact, anywhere between the 23rd and 30th of rain? I need to know. This one's sold out. Now, let me give to you. 17, you mean? In the faceted brilliant pairs, yeah? Yeah, yeah. Michelle is going to love this one, and she's going to do that thing where she feels very jealous inside. Do you know, I had a massage yesterday with Mia, and the lady afterwards asked me if I had an envelope to go outside. It took me 4 minutes to realise she meant umbrella. Maybe she was like, I don't mean envelope, do I? I mean umbrella. I loved her. Now, have a look at these. Oh, I knew you'd do that. Michelle, these are right up your street. What is it about gemstones like this that really float your boat?
Just the beauty, the sheer beauty. Sterling silver wire, or even probably gold plated sterling silver wire with just oh, beautiful. Beautiful.
And what is it when you look at a strand like this? Are you thinking earring? Are you thinking pendant? What are you thinking when you see this shape?
I'm thinking a simple neckline, please. Just one single drop probably on its own.
Look at them.
I know, they're beautiful. And then I would probably do the same in a pair of earrings, but then I would probably make them into a ring. So I would have one sit one way and one would sit the other way, almost like in a curve.
They're gorgeous.
Beautiful.
Can I, it seems as though we're looking at gorgeous. Stop, Mikey. Mikey in a coat, everybody. Put the hoodie down. Look at you, you look like Sherlock Holmes.
Oh, I don't want to be known as
No, the new Sherlock, the one that everyone fancies. New Sherlock, not old Sherlock, new Sherlock. Look at him in a coat. Look. Mikey in a coat, everybody.
Yeah, it's raining, I think, outside, so
It is it? Oh, Mikey, go careful.
wear that coat.
If you're in Redditch now, Mikey is walking around single in a coat, girls. Snap him up. Now, and he can cook.
He had a girlfriend last time I was in.
Don't talk about that, Michelle. It didn't work out right. Now, he bakes. He doesn't just cook, he bakes. He's not going to get Mikey napped. Everybody stop. Have a look. Alison, staff, collect in the studio. She's written on a thing too. All right, Alison, my gorgeous Tarry. I want to know what you want these for, because I'm nosy. What are you going to use them for, Alison Tarry? Alison Tarry, everybody should marry.
Alison's ordered me one, I think.
You think she's ordered you one?
Well, she probably hasn't, but food for thought. I'm thinking, you know, if I
She's
sell
a
her,
very generous lady after
might.
them shoes.
She might.
I think Mia, my daughter's obsessed with Alison Tarry now. Jennifer, you've got yours. Jeanette, hey, if it's good enough for Alison Tarry, it's good enough for me. If it's good enough for Michelle, it's good enough for me. If the guest designers here, and not just here, all of the guest designers watching are loving this, you need to get it. Suze, Norma, Susan, Anonymous in Worcestershire, Stella and Sarah, Tanya, Norma, you've got to grab this quick because we're going to a wonderful price tag. Alison Tarry, what are you doing with these? They are beautiful. Pink amethyst. Why, Dion? Come out here and say that. Come out here and say it, why don't you? Yeah, you look pretty today. Come on. Come on. Come on.
It sounds like you're teasing out a horse out of the stable.
Yeah, come on. Don't need to do that. She normally kicks me out. You do look lush today. Don't do that, Dion, for the love of God.
Can they? Right,
Come, speak into my chest because that's where my microphone is. Not like that.
So,
You've been in London Tan?
in London Tan. I'll go lower on this deal, but I need to see some more people
Why do you need to see more people to go lower?
because we've got a lot of stuff.
So if you see more people on air,
I'll go down lower on this one.
how low? I mean, what are you talking? What is it at now?
You haven't
Stop
seen
trying to
yet.
get away from
You
me.
haven't seen yet. It's
But what is it?
14.95.
And where are you going to go?
We'll see. Do 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 do.
That's the little rascal there. You smell good. What is that? You got aftershave on. David Beckham, what? Victoria Beckham. It's Victoria. It's David Beckham, the woman version. His wife Victoria. He doesn't do perfume. Oh. If Dion sees 10 more names on the phone line, she's going to start this down. And for the love of Alison Tarry, you must get you. And you've got a 30-day money-back guarantee. And plus, if you don't like it, if you don't like her price tag, you could always put the phone down. That way, you're tricking Dion into. I shouldn't keep teaching people tricks, should I? Like my son. I taught about the cling film thing over the toilet because I told him he wasn't playing enough practical jokes on his sister. I also introduced him to opening up a rose hip as itching powder.
I used to suffer with that when I was a kid. I always used to get picked with that.
Yeah, but my kids didn't know about it. $14.95 is your regular price tag. Rose de France, beautiful pink amethyst. Anusia, Teresa, Susan, Irene. Is Dion as bad as we think she is? Come on, Dion, don't tease us. $9.95. Dion went $13.95. I went, what, a pound? Oh, she didn't do it. $9.95. Lady Tarry is dancing around like Rumpelstiltskin in her front room right now. She loves that deal. I can imagine her. She's texted us in, that lovely lady. We should read Rumpelstiltskin more often. They are so clear. I fancy a bib necklace. Shall I do the voice about it? No, I can't. And lots of them dripping with some Jenny-licious chandelier. I like the sound of that. Roll on Tuesday. Is that tomorrow? No, what day is it today?
Friday, Jenny.
Are you in on Tuesday? I'm not there on Tuesday. I've got all uphill like this. $9.95 is your price tag. HYYY43. Loads of you have got this. Thanks, Lady Tarry. We love you. And apparently there was a gathering of guest designers without me being invited. You're a gathering. Look, she's looking all sheepish now. She was there. She was at the gathering. All of them. Even Sophie, granddaughter of Fiona Potter, was there. No, I like the idea of Sophie. She sounds
She's
brilliant.
Adorable.
She sounds like my kind. She sounds like my kind of girl. Now, let's have Labradorite on my right. That's always the best place to have Labradorite. That ain't Labradorite. I'm telling you. I told you. You mean 19? Yes, it's in 19. Anyway, you don't care what box it's in. You want to know what it looks like. They're my favourite cuboids. Alison Tarry, do you remember I asked you? She's going to go, what now? Because every week I say to her something like, can you make me a dream castle? Can you make me this? Can you make me like a horse-drawn carriage thing? That, you know, and she's like, ah! Can you make me a house out of... You know, if Alison Tarry, if we ever go through like if the Three Little Pigs story happened to Alison Tarry with the big bad wolf, she'd be all right. She'd just make a house out of wire. No one's blowing that down. Now. No, wait, look at these, look at these. Before you slash them, Alison Tarry, you know the trilogy ring? Oh yes, look at that. Oh, gosh. Do you love these? Do you love them all?
Beautiful. I love Labradorite anyway as a whole.
I do, and I love cubes. I love the ladder weave cubed. I love them prong set. I love them dangling in earrings. I think they're lush. They're so contemporary, aren't they?
Oh, they're definitely.
Oh, loom with them. Loom, loom, loom. Turn into a lunatic with them because they are luscious. Are these going to get tarrified as well? Look at that Labradescence. These are striking. These are Thunderbolt City, aren't they? I do love a thunderstorm. These are reminding me of a big thunderstorm. Is it thundery outside today, anyone? I quite like the idea of it being thundery. Now. Oh, I'm hearing a bad news from France. Is it Gillian? Oh, it's Pam this time. Pam, where are you? She's saying mainly storm. It's been quite stormy this year. Don't tell me that, Pamela. What, is it really cold? Right, we want to go swimming. Will we go swimming in France?
Well, you're going to get wet anyway if you go swimming. What difference does it make?
No, it doesn't matter. Sharon in Newcastle says, hi Jenny, apparently France, the next couple of weeks between 22 and 26 and sunny. Have a lovely, thank you. Thank you. You're going down south. But we've had news from France, from Gillian, who says, we've had a lot of rain recently. It has kept the area green, temperatures between 26 to 30. That's hot. Sunny and rain today. Hope it's fine for you. Thank you, Gillian. I wonder if Gillian, I'm going near Gillian. Thank you, Gillian. It's pretty to drive through though, isn't it? Shall I drop you off some jewellery stuff on the way, Gillian? Come and meet me. That would be funny, wouldn't it? Come and meet me. I'll drop you some bits off. I'll drop your order off to you. And Lucia, you've got these. JewelleryMaker in Greater London. Anonymous in West Yorkshire. I have got Abigail, Stephanie in Texas. $14.95 is your shoulda price tag. What are you doing? I just spilt my drink, I'm so sorry. £9.95. HNR U02. These are gorgeous. You've got to have them. They're beautiful. Look at the colour. Insanely pretty. That is Labrador essence at its best, isn't it? Gorgeous, just beautiful. I think this in a bracelet. Oh, in a bracelet. Look at that colour. Very excited about these, aren't I? They're so pretty though. What else would you do with yours? Anonymous in Greater London's bought 2. Anusia, you've got yours. Alison in Dumfries and Galloway, you've got yours. Andrea in South Yorkshire, you've got yours. I've got Anusia, and then I've got Asua in London. I've got Jane, Sheila, Karen. I've got Abigail. £9.95. How gorgeous. Now, I am going to give to you. There's still some of those. I'm sorry, Amelia, that I spilt my drink. She don't care. Now, whatever. She's. Oh no, you're going to go mad. Quick, come here. To prong set.
Oh, ta.
You smell nice too. I'm sniffing a lot of people today. Sorry, because I generally don't like to be sniffed. Do you hate that? Oh, you smell like really sniffing you. Like weird. Stop sniffing people, Jenny. Why? You're not a Labrador. No. Does Alan Partridge sniff people? Oh no. I turned into a weird sniffy person. What's that about? I smell Mia all the time and Max. They're like, stop it. Let me breathe you in. They're like, get off. Do you do that to your son, Dion? Breathe them in. Suck in the youth. Now, I'm always sniffing my kids. I'm a weird parent. Oh. Now, do you want to know what I've got for you, my dear darlings? Shall I take this out of the packet or not? Am I allowed? I'll show you in the packet and then we'll see if we get the real beauty of it. Oh, I'm taking that out. Of course I am. Right, you get 0.30 carats of a brilliant cut Brazilian oval aquamarine. Do you know, have we not got a Lazy Susan I could borrow? Could I borrow the Lazy Susan? Oh, Amelia's having a tantrum. Did you just do a teenage? Is that what happened? No, it happened when my daughter does that. I take £1 out of her money.
Oh no, well you can't.
Every equals £1. That's the rule.
Is that nice?
Thank you, my darling. Yes. You want to stop that right away. Look at this. This is what I'm giving to you. 0.3 of a carat of beautiful, brilliant cut, ready to prong set, all put into your silver clay. How gorgeous is that? Beautifully blue, certified as well. It comes with a certificate of authenticity. And it's here. You get, it's absolutely gorgeous, isn't it? Look at that colour. Look at the cut. Look at the table. You just want to prong set it, don't you, in a ring? Beautiful. If you had 2 of these, you could make earrings. They're so pretty. Let me show you. Now you get the certificate for free. Oh, I said certificate then, like in the computer. So you get the certificate of authenticity, and there as well. Now this is a gem collector gemstone. It is jeweler quality, absolutely flawless to the naked eye, 100% beautiful. You've got a gemstone in no drill hole, so it's in a form of which a jeweler would take it and then set it into jewellery. You might be prong setting gemstones. You might be putting them into real silver and gold. You might love the prong setting techniques that our guest designers have been doing lately. I've got loads of you on the... All right, what are you doing? What price tag? Pardon? This is going under £15. By how much? I think you're an... You are, this proves that Dion is a literal nutcase. Literal. I can see everyone's buying 3s and 2s, earrings and a pendant, £7.95. Did you think in a million years, Michelle, that this would be £7.95?
Not for an aquamarine of that quality, no.
You could get this valued. I'd get it valued. As soon as you make jewellery out of it, get it valued. The quality is fantastic. You can see that for yourself. £7.95. Have a look at this. It's absolutely wonderfully beautiful. And this going around now, I've just put it on the Lazy Susan. It's absolutely stunning. The colour, the clarity, the cut. It's an oval, brilliant cut gemstone. Cut to perfection by a professional laboratory. Look at everybody. Andrea, you've got 3. Jacqueline's got 3. Jean's got 2. Anonymous in Essex got 3. Susan in Ronda Sin-on-Taff, you got yours. Rosaline, you've got yours. Claire, you've got yours. Richard and Amelia. Carol, you've got yours. Anonymous in Glamorgan. Joanne in Derbyshire. Jenny and Gwen. Catherine, Diane, you've got to check out. You've got to check this out or you could miss out. Antoinette in Belfast. Kathleen in Perth and Kilmross, 2 for you. Christine, 2 for you. Kath in Powys, you've got yours. Cherry, you've got to check out. Hiya, Cherry. Sharon in Worcestershire, you've got to check out your basket. Stephanie in Texas, look at the price tag. Who can get quality like this for a price like that? It's only £7.95. These will sell out today, I think. I'm going to stay with you until they do. I want you to think about pushing yourself further as a jewellery maker. I want you to think about here now. Maybe you're not just a jewellery maker, maybe you do a lot of different crafts. Maybe you would like to make something beautiful for somebody who's perhaps having a baby in March, the birth gemstone in March. Maybe it's their birth gemstone, maybe it's the month they got married, maybe it's their children's birth gemstone. It is a stunning gemstone. The gemstone of lovers actually is aquamarine. In much older times to now, of course, before the big De Beers campaign, this was the gemstone set into wedding rings. You could set it into your silver clay or your copper clay. It's a gemstone of love it's the gemstone of lovers because it's said to bind a marriage. So definitely Amelia and Leah should be wearing a bit of aquamarine on their big day. To bind a marriage forever and ever. It's said to reignite the flames of love, and it's said to soothe and heal relationships. 7, that's if you believe in myth and legend. I am known to sit by my kitchen window waiting for magpies to land in my garden to know whether I've had a bad day or not. So I'm definitely a believer in myth and legend. £7.95 for a beautiful gemstone steeped in history, steeped in myth and legend, steeped in beauty, clarity. Look at that cut. This is superb value for money. £7.95 for a gemstone, you know, cut and in exactly the same form that a jeweller would get it. Maybe you're pushing yourself further. We're down to the last 9. We're in single figures. If you do not check out your basket, you will miss out. We're seeing a lot of multi-buys. Helen's got 2. Anonymous in Shropshire, 3. George, hiya George, you got yours. Catherine in Worcestershire, 3 for you. Justine in Yorkshire, 2 for you. I've got Jacqueline in Cumbria. Marilyn in Conway's got 3 as well. Stephanie in Texas. Diane, Margaret, you haven't checked out your baskets. That's 3 of you, and there are 4, and we've got a queue on the phone lines. So people are now at the point where they are going to miss out. Stephanie in Texas, Diane in Carmarthenshire, Margaret in Merseyside. We have only got 3 left now. And if any of you multi-buy, the others will be. Jenny has just joined us from Greater London. Jean's come in now as well. So now we've got 2, and there are 5 of you waiting for it. Only 2 of you can be successful. Unfortunately, ladies, 3 of you will miss out that are in the queues there. I've got one more like that though coming up, haven't I? Do it now. Right, now, we were talking to Hannah Oxbury about this earlier. I didn't know we were going to have that aquamarine, but I did know about this one. Right, okay. Mandula. Hang on. Wait there. Wait there, wait there, wait there, wait there, wait there. I want you to look at this apatite. Now this it's a Madagascar apatite, and the colour is exceptional. I've got a Mandura apatite for you. Now I'm going to do the same as what I did earlier, and I am going to pop this on the Lazy Susan. I don't want to get my fingerprints on it, which is why I think it's better. Right, now if you are a big fan of what Dion just did a minute ago, hang on a minute. Oh, don't touch it with your finger. Oh, hang on. Come on, Susan. Going for a trip. There we are. She is lazy, that Susan. There we are. Now, look at the colour. This is apatite in its, my opinion, best form. Because of where it's from, it comes a greeny blue. And this to me is an absolute joy of joys. Look at the colours that you get. Now, this is going to be right up your street. Your Mandrea apatite, absolutely stunning. That's about location with this gemstone. Because of the mine location, you get this unique colour. Now you're ready on the phones for this, and we've only got 34 chances. Again, is it better if I do this to show you the colour? No? You want it? There, look at that. No, because he was just recording it. Sorry, Tom, I'm sorry, darling. Tom wanted to record this because he loves it so much. Now, you need to be quick. Almost half the stock's already gone. I would love to do more gemstone hours because these are, I mean, this is just beautiful. Beautiful. 15 chances. These are going to sell out. They're only $7.95. This time you've got 0.8 of a carat, so you've got a big carat weight. You're only 0.20 carats off it being a full carat here, so well over half a carat, isn't it? Unbelievable. We're going to leave that one to, I want to do more of those. Would you like to see more of that? Text us in. If Alison's got it, collect in studio. Just the one, Alison. You know I like rings with 3. No. Alison, Terry, everybody, would you like to see more loose gemstones like that? I think we should buy more to give to you. What do you think? Would you like that? I love it. Would you like that? More loose gemstones?
Definitely. Yes, please.
I love it.
But can you put them on at a weekend?
At a weekend?
Yeah. So
yeah,
that I'm here.
Yeah, we'll try. What day is it today again? Sorry, I keep saying that, but it's because when they're not at school, I haven't got a clue what day it is. I have to keep reminding myself what actual day it is. Now, I'm going to give to you now some really pretty, let me pop that there. Look at these, look at these, look at these, trilogies. Trilliants, not trilogies. I always get those two mixed up, which I shouldn't, should I? What's the difference, do you know? Shape, one's shape and one's a trilogy ring has 3 gemstones, isn't it? Yeah. I am talking, of course, to the devil on my left shoulder. Amelia, was that your devil sound? Yeah. Now, what about you for these? Because I know Alison Tarry has used these. Keep talking. I'm Tarry obsessed now. To prong set. Have you ever done that? Put the tip of the triangle in the bottom and prong set up. I think you've done that as well. Was it you? Or was it Alison?
Well,
both
I
of you?
do them. I make a gallery for my prong set rings.
That's it. So you've done it with, have you done it with a shape like this though, the triangles?
I've done it with all shapes.
Don't you think these are ace? Because you can then put your prongs around there, have a trilliant cut ring, and look, you've got loads of them. I think these are ace, aren't they?
See, you could use the design we've used on our flower today for the flower in. But what you would do
Which
is
flower? The one?
This one here.
Yeah.
So these prongs here. So you would do just a smaller.
Instead of the flower, we're using the gemstone.
Instead of the flower. So where we had the big circle for the flower, you would make a smaller circle or a square or whatever shape your stone is. You make one slightly bigger, and then you would first of all wrap the head pins onto the small one, and then as you come up, set the circle in the middle. Just hook the eye pins in and wrap them round so they're all in place, and then set your stone in and fold the stones over and fold the claws over. Ooh. So you can use them for that.
That's a good idea. So pronging them with the head pins like we just did, and they're graduated. They're mirror. I love these in earrings. They're amazing. Get loads. I'll count them. 1, 18. Aren't these lush? There's loads of you in for these as well. Don't forget, it's 1 P&B all day long. The lovely Debbie Kershaw is up tonight with Ali Defoy, who's been in Scotland, so she'll have lots of stories to tell you, I'm sure. $14.95 is what you should be paying, but it's not a normal day. It's Deo Day. That's not the day in which you should wear deodorant. It means Dion is produced, because Deo Day should be every day. $9.95. Unbelievable price tags again. KFR. U65, 95 carats of your clear quartz. 8 to 12 millimeters on an 18 centimeter strand. Mary, you've got yours. Julie, Abigail, Sue, Shirley, anonymous in Essex, anonymous in Greater London, Patricia in the city of Bristol, Diane in Carmarthenshire, John in Belfast. I have got loads of you there. Oh, Wendy in Devon. What's Devon like now? What's weather like where you lot are? What's weather like? Sharon, you've got yours. Sue in Moray. Alison, you've got yours in Dumfries and Galloway. Pamela in Cheshire, both you and Alison taking advantage of that 1 P&P. Jill in Flintshire, I'd like to go there. KFR U65, 95 carats in total, $9.95 is your price tag, and you've just got 17 chances to come and grab yours. 0800 644 655. Jill's got 2. Now you do need to make sure you're checking out baskets. Abigail and Diane, 95 carats in this very unique shape at this wonderful new price tag of just $9.95. Anonymous in Hampshire's joined us. Don't forget, you have got that 30-day money-back guarantee as well. So if you don't love these, you can send them back. But if you don't get them while they're low quantity, you probably won't see them again. So the choice is taken off you. Right now, you've still got choices. You can always send them back. $9.95. Now, I'm going to give you... Let's wag. Let's have a mini wag, shall we? Shall we have a mini wag? A mini wag. I've always wanted a tail since I was a child. Now, I just wish you could just be doing nothing, just bored. Just do that with it. Like mine, I imagine mine like a lion's with the fluffy bit on the end. You're just like, what are you doing? Dunno. Stroke your face with it. A bit bored. You know? People would tread on it, and there'd be like tail trends, wouldn't there? Like, have you done to your tail? Like nothing. Why? And then if you got bored, you could just chase it. It'd be brilliant. Whoever decided that humans shouldn't have tails anymore was a fool. Now, with that said, let's move on to the wax Y cone. Now, the wax Y cone, we've got the mini cone here. You do need all 3. Have you got all of your wax?
I've got the, I don't have the mini, I have the other one.
You need,
is that the one with
there's
which
3 in total.
Okay, you've got one that has changeable heads on.
That's not a wag.
Oh.
That's not a wag.
Like that, but
oh, that's got a hole in this end, but not at that end.
No, there's one that you can put a really slender cone.
Yeah, that's not from Gary Wagstaff. That's and they all fit inside each other. Yeah.
Oh.
And screw on. Is that the one you mean?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
No, this is this is an original Wags Y cone invented. That's a cone-tastic. What you're talking about?
Oh, okay.
Of course, it's a complex language, this jewellery making. Leah's listening to us thinking that we're all completely crazy. And then we have things like gizmos. The Wags Y cone, when I first heard of it, thought it was something you would go to the doctors about. I've got a Wags Y cone. You know, it's that. But it's not. It's something wonderful. It's not something terrible. Don't go to the doctors if you've got a Wags Y cone. It's fine. What you need a Wags Y cone for is to create the perfect cone shape. Now, these are particularly good for creating a cone out of wire and then putting, so your cone would be like that, and then you'd have loads of chain coming down. Now, they're just such a useful tool, ergonomically designed. We do have 3 different ones. We have the mini my cone, which for this one, the normal my cone, the Y cone, and then we have the maxi cone. Sissy in Oklahoma says, all 3 of the cones are a great thing to have in your tool stash. Thank you, my dear. I agree with you wholeheartedly, as always. Now, this was invented by Gary Wagstaff, and I like the story of this. His wife wanted to make a cone, couldn't, so what did her husband do? He made her a tool to do it. That's the kind of husband us ladies need. Now, it's invented in the UK and it's manufactured in the UK, and it's exclusive to us here at JewelleryMaker. The Wax Y cone, everybody, £8.95. Very simple to use. You just simply place your wire through there, make a loop, and then get making. You can make the cone as short or as long as you want. You can go all the way down or partially. Loads of you there. Make sure you are checking out your basket. ZXWG51. £8.95 is your price tag. Still some of those available. We're going to try and power through. Knot-A-Bead. Oh, Knot-A-Bead. I thought you said Knot-A-Beads. I was like, what? They've made a gemstone and named it after me? Now, I want one of these, and I haven't done this before. I'm just. Have you seen this?
Ooh, what's that?
It's a pearl knotter.
Ooh.
Did you know that if you go to a jeweller's and ask them to restring your pearls for you, you're looking at a ballpark figure of £100?
Really?
Yes. So it's a great thing to offer to your customers.
Yeah.
You know, like you get mobile hairdressers and mobile beauty therapists. What about a mobile jewellery maker that fixes jewellery and restrings pearls? You know what you could offer? The most amazing value to your customers, and you could still make yourself a nice tidy profit perhaps. Now I'm going to turn this around. I don't want to take this out, but I do really, but I'm not allowed. I'm going to show you how it works on the reverse. From the wonderful company that is Beadalon, the tabletop knot-A-Door doesn't have to be just for pearls. It's got a patent pending on it, which means that nobody else is going to be doing this exact design. You can knot gemstones like a professional. It will give you that perfect finish in between your pearls, and you can offer this as a service. I know Sarah Alvin does that to her customers. And then if you come back down, we'll show you exactly how. It's got full instructions in it. Now I've not used this yet, and it does sell out every time we bring it to you, so I'm really excited to have it here. If you want the exact space in between each bead, you need this. Oh, have we got a demo? How wonderful. It looks like the fingers of Lady Elvin. Let's have a look. Yeah, I think that's Sarah's hands all right. Is she talking us through this? Shall I shut my big mouth? Yeah, here you go.
What you do is you take your beads and you thread them through and pass the bead underneath the metal awl. It comes through, you tie an overhand knot and put the bead back through the back of the awl. You then pull the bead up tight, and then you bring the thread through and under what's called the yoke, which is that little tick-shaped piece just there. And what you do then is you pull up the knot and the bead tight to the yoke, and once you've done that, you can then release your thread and your knot, and you can see that your bead is knotted really tightly together, and you would just repeat that process again and again to create your finished knotted piece of jewellery.
Thanks there to Sarah Alvin. Now, I'd say at the original price tag, it's a very good price. Remember, this has got a patent on it, so it is a product that you won't find elsewhere, just from Beadalon. The Knot-A-Bead. Now, it's great because it sits nicely on your desk. It's very easy to use. You saw Sarah Alvin using it really easily there. You're going to absolutely love it. I quite like the code as well. NOBN18 is your item code. You should be paying $17.95. Manufactured in the USA. A wonderful tool to make your life easier, make your pieces neater, tidier and more professional. And we're giving it to you at a tiny, brand new lowest price tag of $12.95. NOBN18. Get yours now with a 30-day money-back guarantee. You've got it. Chris in Hertfordshire, try and find it. Try and go and have a look elsewhere. Can you find this at a better price tag? I think you'll struggle. Don't forget, if you've already opened a basket, you won't need to pay any extra P&P as well. It's just one P&P throughout the day. I haven't even told you about that, haven't I? If you open up a basket with us, doesn't matter how much you put in that basket, you will only ever pay a tiny price, $2.95. Even if you get like the Anvil, which is heavy. This is not too heavy. $12.95. NOB N18 0800 644 655 is a free phone number. Anyone would think we love you shopping with us. Jenny, Tanya, Sandra, Helen, Shirley, Jacqueline, Chris, Beth, Suzanne, Sally, Lillian, Dorothy, Suze, Laurie, Jenny. 2 Jennies. Can we take 3 Jennies in one show? Of course we can. Laurie in Cambridgeshire, you've got yours. Alison in the city of Bristol. Sue, you've got yours. We've only got 11 of these. That's it. Once they're gone, they are gone. Brand new, lowest ever price tag, $12.95. It's a Dion day. Francesca Maria in Greater London, you've got yours. Elizabeth in County Durham, you've got yours. You've got to check out baskets. Text message coming through. From Karen in Yorkshire, I bought my friend the set of 3 wine cones for her birthday and we unwrapped them at her birthday meal. Everyone thought I'd bought her a cheek. Well, there's a lot to be said for vetting text messages before they go on screen. You're a cheeky little monkey. 4 chances at $12.95. NOB N8. Oh, who was that from? Karen. Are you that kind of friend, are you? Are they always like, oh, what's she got her? Oh, oh, you are naughty. Oh. Pushing them boundaries. Still not any of those available. What am I talking about? They're gone. Oh. Pewter beads. Pewter, darling. Pewter. I don't have copper. 1,000 of them, yeah. 1,000. I'm just going to leave them in the pot, actually. I tell you. It all goes off here at JewelleryMaker Towers, doesn't it? Now, have a look at this. I'm a massive fan of these. I'm sorry that they're there, but you wouldn't be able to see these on the black background. Now you've got 1,000 of them. Brilliant for brick stitch. Can you do peyote and brick stitch, Michelle?
That's seed beading. I have had a play with peyote, but I'd never really sort of took it as something I'd like to do.
Well, during your outing with guest designers, the one I wasn't invited to,
yeah,
Fiona Potter was there, was she not?
She was.
She's wonderful at the brick stitch.
Is she?
I'd have told her that face to face had I been invited. I'd have told her. I'd have told you all how wonderful you were. You weren't invited either, Ali. Neither was Dion. They do it without us. Now, you've been at. You better tell me there were no roast potatoes or any cheese. Was there cheese? Tell me the truth. Was there cheese?
There was a lovely ploughman's made by Fee's husband with homemade cheese and chive bread, I think it was, and a granary loaf. It was lush.
It's like I can't trust you anymore.
Sorry. Blame Fee.
It's not just the fact that you've been behind my back. It's the fact that you've been behind my back with cheese. That's what hurts.
I'm sorry.
At least tell me you were thinking of me at the time.
No.
What kind of cheese was it?
I think there was a camembert there. No, brie. A brie. There was definitely a brie, a double Gloucester, and I can't remember.
From our shire. You took cheese from our shire.
Yeah.
And you ate it with other people, not from the shire.
It was all provided by Fee's husband. He was thinking of me, I'm sure. Blame Dick. It's not my fault.
And then you do a close-up of my wrinkles. There weren't roast potatoes, were there?
No. No.
Was there wine?
No.
Was there cider?
No.
What were the drinks?
Just fizzy pop or tea. We were quite, we were sensible because I had to drive back to Gloucester.
Oh, you had to drive back to the Shire, did you?
Yeah.
Thinking about what you'd done?
Yeah. And of course I thought all the way home that Jenny should have been there, and it was, you know, we missed a trick with not having you there.
Not just that, Michelle. It was that you ate cheese without me.
Yeah.
That's what really hurts.
Oh dear. What can I say? It was nice. If you ask Fee nicely...
It's the ploughman's that hurts. Like, you know that's my favourite.
And there was bacon quiche and... Oh, it was lush. Lots of creative going on.
I don't know how to feel about our relationship anymore, Michelle.
I'm so sorry, don't, because you're going to put me to tears in a minute. I'm so sorry.
JewelleryMaker Oaks. DWA, it is like, it's the only way is JewelleryMaker, that's what's happening. Oh. Vanessa in Gloucestershire, she wouldn't eat cheese without me. DWA Z92, $7.95. Do Americans have their own cheese? Monterey, isn't it? Is that American cheese? Just
Monterey.
Before I get on that plane to Sissy, I need to know there's, well, I know Americans love cheese too. Oh, American cheese, mac and cheese they have, don't they? That's what they call macaroni cheese, mac and cheese, isn't it? Because I always thought that was a cheeseburger. DWAZ9, I know, yeah, Monterey. Jello is jam, what they call jam, yeah. $7.95. Tracy, you've got two. Cheryl, you've got yours. Vanessa, you've got yours. Kat, what do they call jelly then? If Jello is jam, what do they call jelly? That's what we want to know, jewellery makers. If you're an American, if Jello is jam, that's what we call jam. Like a jam sandwich, you have a jelly sandwich or a Jello sandwich. Or is Jello jelly and jelly is jam? Yeah. I'm confused. That's it, jelly is jam, because they have peanut butter and jelly sandwich, not Jello. It's jelly. What? Say what, darling? You think Milky Ways and Mars bars are the opposite way around? There. Do you know what I love? Baby Ruth bars. Baby Ruths. $7.95. I think we should go to America just to get our favourite foods. Mine's the salted sunflower seeds and Baby Ruths. And of course, Jolly Ranchers. Oh, and do you know what else I love? Cinnabon. Oh, Taco Bell. Jello is Jello. That doesn't help us, Sissy. Do you know what Sissy should do? She should send us some. Jam is made from pureed fruit, so that is like what we have a compote. That's what we call it, isn't it? Someone from Essex is telling us. Jam is jelly and jelly is Jello. That's not at all confusing. Of course it is. That's from Zena in Essex. Thanks, Zena, my darling. $7.95. Loads of you in for this. Yes, that's right. That's jelly. What you've just, that's what Sis is saying. Is it Jello is jelly? That's what we call jelly. Stop it. I'm confused. Potato, patata, tomato, tomato. Let's call the old thing off. Now, were we mad?
Just you.
Just me. Don't, because everyone says that to me, and I think one day I ought to knock on the door of like a hospital and say, everyone tells me I'm mad, so here I am.
Ask you questions.
Don't let them ask me questions. Sarah, Sezzy! Hi everyone. I would just like to say, Jenny is as mad as a bucket of frogs. I love her so much, she never sugarcoats it. Such a special person. That's what Lee calls me. You're very special, darling. Now shut up. I could tell you some. I could tell you some things about him this week. No, it's not about the food. This gets worse. Right. So off the back of last week with the chicken, and then something else happened, didn't it? Can't remember what. I've been waiting to see this film for ages. The In-Betweeners, because everyone's saying how funny it is. And I said to him, "We'll go at the weekend. You know, we'll go when, like yesterday, the day before." When I got back, he went, I went, let's go, I can't wait to see that. And he went, I went to see it today. On his own, without me, yeah? Do you know what I did? Do you know what I did? Temporarily kicked him out of the house and he took a pair of pants and a book with him. And then I rang him and went, sorry, you can come back. Oh, I've got the wrong sapphire, have I? Yeah. So that happened in my house this week. It was mean, wasn't it? He said he'd always done it and he likes to go on his own. I made him go again anyway. And now, do you know what I've done? I've taken his cinema card out of his wallet. I've got it, so he can't do it again. Am I a psycho? A little bit. Now, Amelia's saying no, but... Pot kettle black. Have a look at these. Aren't they amazing? Oh! Today's gone so quickly, Michelle. I have enjoyed you all the way up until the part where I found out you ate a ploughman's without me, which is almost like going to the cinema without me. Everyone's doing things without me this week. Gorgeous blue sapphire. It's a good job I got a lovely job, isn't it? Gorgeous blue sapphire. These are huge, and they're going to be amazing to wire wrap. $16.90. Look at the size of them. Blue sapphire. Good enough for Princess Diana. Beautiful. September's birth gemstone. Going all the way down to $11.95. Look at the carat weight. You've got 135 carats. I would put these in a pendant and wire wrap them. 7, 8. Text message coming through. Debbie Kershaw looks hot to trot today, everybody. Nick, hello, Nick. Now, Nick is lush. Wasn't there something about blue toy? Yes, there was, Nick. Nick saw on my... Listen, this happened to me. Off the back of the chicken, I get home, right? No one's there. I go for a wee. Most people do after they've had a long journey. I flush the toilet. The water was blue. Blue! In my toilet. Blue water. What if I feel ill? It was like having a wee on raspberry slush. I don't want to do that. Ever. Ever. Plus, sometimes... you need to see the colour of that water just in case for medical reasons. CNR U21. I don't, anyway, what happened was I made him put his hand in the canister, in the thing, get it out and then keep flushing the toilet. That happened. Stephen and Susan, Jenny, Isle of Wight pearl charge 39p per knot, 16 inches, 15.79. Sue, that's quite good actually. That's quite a good price. But see, you could make money off this, couldn't you? $11.95. I'm going to trot over the gorgeous Nick Danson. You know, the woman with the shoe with all the children. My baby just came over the cinema. He saw the In-Betweeners, not your actual baby. I thought my innocent baby turns 15. No, I'm old. Mia's going today. She wouldn't come with me because she said it was too embarrassing. I saw it. It made me want to be actually, it was horrific, but hilarious. Nick, they grow up so... No, the worst scene was when he came down the water slide and I literally thought I have to leave because I'm going to be sick. Now, thanks, Nick. Nick, it's lovely to have you texting in. She's getting out, you know Nick Danson, don't you?
I certainly do.
With that gorgeous boy, that gorgeous baby boy. Now, is he eating stuff now? Rolling over and crawling and stuff, isn't he? Mm. Do you need that?
I do.
Is this a sorry I went and ate a ploughman's without you present?
If you want it.
Yay! Dion's going to steal it because it's blue, aren't you? Can I have it though, Dion? No. What do you mean no? I'm being hard done by today. Look at this. You're amazing. I'll have the earrings then. Look at the chainmail earrings. They're gorgeous. Oh no, hang on. I have done one out of you today.
You have?
Look at this lush ring. Look at that. You are not having it, Dion. It's mine anyway because Michelle actually gave it to me. I love you, Michelle.
Thank you.
When are you coming back? Look at what Michelle's done.
Not until September now.
September the what?
7th.
September the 7th is when Michelle is back to our screens. I don't know if you're with me or not. I'll find out tonight. YVG C23 is your item code for the beautiful double trouble deal with the blue fluorite. Keyword for tonight, please, Lady KK. Multi-strand bundle. That's not essentially a key word. Nick, hello Nick. Michelle and Sammy are coming to Cardiff in October. Yes. You want to go? Oh look, I'm being invited. Yes, I do want to come to Cardiff. Who doesn't want to come to Cardiff? And there will be cheese there. Yeah, see? Nick invited me. Thank you. You forgot to mention that. Can Ali come? She's saying. Yes, Ali, you can. Thanks so much, Michelle. Don't go anywhere because Ali is up with the amazingly talented Debbie Kershaw off the back of this. Mwah!
Bye.